Awesome stuff. What is up, everyone? We are back with Legends League. We're in the knockout stages already. This is getting close to the final stages here. I'm your host, Super Tramp, and I'm gonna be with Jarpy on this one. Jarpy's gonna cast the semi-finals match between Vulcan Esports versus Gears. It's gonna be a best of three. So yeah, best of luck to both these teams. Jarpy, are you there?
Yeah, I am here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and good evening, Mr. Supertramp. How have you been?
Awesome stuff. Yeah, so it looks like we are pretty sorted. I'm a little tired after yesterday's stream, but I'm still alive and kicking.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good. I'm actually very excited for tonight's game because the last time that Vulcan Esports and GS played against each other, Vulcan unfortunately had to forfeit that match because of, I do believe, it was internet issues. And there was a family emergency with one of their players. So this is a long-awaited game.
Yeah, I know. We've been waiting for this, and looks like we're gonna have this match. And it's gonna be a knockout best of three, so a little bit more to play with here. Obviously, having potentially 2 or 3 matches. Um, but yeah, so I think with that, Joppy, you just want to set up the coin toss in the lobby.
Uh,
Because it looks like both the teams are ready and gearing up to go.
right, affirmative. Can you just explain to me what I have to do?
All right. In the Dota settings, in the lobby settings, you just pop that open.
Yes.
And I think somewhere there it says like automatic manual, and then you just make it automatic.
Oh, okay, I get it. I see. Okay.
Alrighty. Good stuff.
And it is doing the coin toss, and it looks like ding 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 ding. Yes. So they
Yeah,
won the
awesome.
coin toss.
Yeah, so they're going to get to choose if they want second pick or first pick. It looks like they have gone for second pick, so Vulcan are going to go for Radiant. So, yeah, some interesting stuff coming from them, and it looks like the teams are ready. So I think we can just confirm with them, and we can go.
Let us do that then.
Awesome stuff. So, Droppy, how you doing after yesterday's stream? There's
Well,
a lot of Dota.
like I mentioned previously, I thought that we were gonna go on all the way to 12 o'clock. And then we did not go on all the way to 12 o'clock. We only went up to 10 o'clock, but I still made the 2 hours full. So yesterday was a great day for Dota.
No, it was indeed, and I think well done to all the players that played in it. It was a super fun event. We brought in a bunch of players from all over different teams and all that, and we just put them together and made them play against each other. Droppy, I see there is just an error we're gonna have to fix in the game too. That shouldn't they shouldn't have a tick next to for game one. But that's fine. That's not a problem.
Oh,
But yeah, so just for everyone watching, just a reminder, you can vote for your favorite caster in the chat. You've just got to type in their name, Crispy Nanas, Tapid, Jarpy, and Supertramp. And your vote will get added to that. Also, on the Facebook Legends League Facebook channel, you can also go vote there. And then just lastly, before we jump into this draft that is currently underway, shout out to FineTech. They've been amazing in sponsoring this tournament and helping the local scene. So yeah, go show them some love. And yeah, I think with that, we can jump into this match.
yeah, and so far we've seen a Winter Wyvern and a Void Ban. Two very strong picks. I think we saw the Void. GS did pick the Void last time that they played. So, and that did do a
Did
bit of
they?
miracles. I do believe they did.
Ooh, I can't remember. Oh man, I wish I knew what they picked for when they played against each other. Oh man.
That 15-minute
Um,
game.
yeah, but we're gonna definitely not see a Doom and a Rubric. Um, I think Smiley Face played Rubric, if I'm not mistaken, in one of the matches, but they let through the Oracle. Man, that's a bit of a tough one.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, Oracle is still in this pool, and I think that, excuse me, I think the Rubik ban is definitely a respect ban because they know that Link, uh, his favorite hero is Rubik to play, and I mean we saw in the Casters Cup yesterday what he does with the Rubik.
Yeah, 100%. And I think it's a good ban coming out from them. And here's pick up a hero that we haven't seen in the tournament, not even once, and that is the Crystal Maiden.
Actually, we have seen
Oh man,
Sector,
did we?
yeah, Sector 17 actually prioritized the Crystal Maiden a lot.
Ooh, okay, yeah, that did they?
I
All
think
right,
yeah,
but
2 or 3 games that I saw. And I know uh, almost said Nova. What is that Nova guy? Anyway, Supernova or Crystal Nova or something like that. He prioritized Crystal Maiden, so they did pick it up as a boss fight in 2 of the games. Unfortunately, they didn't make it through to the knockout stages. But yeah, it's good to see her here in the semi-final. I mean, she does
yeah,
bring a lot of value to your team.
it's a bit of a surprise pick in my opinion. It is not like Oracle, which has been prioritized by almost every single team right now. But awesome to see though.
Yeah, and we see Shadow Demon and a Witch Doctor. So a Witch Doctor picked up by Vulcan Esports, and then they just reply with the Shadow Demon. Uh,
Mm.
so they have great setup so far. I'm wondering what type of cores they're going to group with this Crystal Maiden Shadow Demon.
Ooh, something with lots of stats, I would imagine. Because obviously the Shadow Demon being super good at making illusions on a short cooldown.
Do you remember the time when it was a patch around, I think 3 or 4 years ago, where they buffed illusions so much that you would just pick up something like a Morphling and you'd use a Shadow
Yeah.
Demon to make illusions and they would just push the base and just
Oh
destroy
man,
everything.
I remember when they brought out. I think it was Centaur. You made illusions of Centaur and just ran them at towers, and then the return would work on the illusions, so they would just absolutely annihilate towers.
Yes, yeah,
It
that
was it was like the best high ground pushing thing ever.
was a broken meta, that one.
Mm. But it looks
So,
like we're seeing a Luna getting banned. That was another combo with the Shadow Demon actually as well.
yeah,
Um,
back in the day, that a Sven and a Drow was the 4 most picked carries with the Shadow Demon.
yeah. I think Sven could work here. We'll see if they ban it out. They're obviously banning out other very strong cores right now. But it looks like here's prioritizing the offlaners, banning out Mars and Tidehunter.
Yeah, I think they first have done their homework. I think Vulcan Esports also have done their homework. So both these teams know what they do not want to play against. They understand the drafts that they want to go, and they just mean Tide Hunter and Mars are 2 very strong offlaner heroes, and depending on the cores that they picked, those are probably the heroes that shut their cores down. So I surely hope that uh, the offlaner that Vulcan Esports decides to pick is not one that's going to shut too much of his cores down. Because the last time we saw these teams go up against each other, they were pretty even in it for the first 15
100%.
minutes.
Yeah. But we do see a Terrorblade getting banned out. That is another hero good with Shadow Demon, but that does mean they've let through the Superman, Clark Kent.
Depending if he's going to pick it up or going to ban it.
Mm.
I think to pick up Superman now would actually not be a bad pick because, like they're up for the axe.
Oh, man, that is so good against Oracle, and it is actually been super dominant otherwise in this tournament so far. ZA Legends actually prioritizing it a lot. We saw it a bit in the Casters Cup, and I think a couple of other teams picked it up as well.
Definitely, and I do believe that the dunk goes through Oracle's false promise.
It does.
It does, yes. So that's a very good counter to the false promise. Uh, because I know that dunk also goes through Shadow Grave on a dazzle. So
Yes,
dunk
yes.
really strong in this game so far. And I mean, Axe is one of those heroes. Once he gets a blink, he loves to get it into your face. And
Mm.
if he can jump any of those 2 supports, they're most probably going to be dead.
100%. I've got a weird bug on my screen where I can't see any of the heroes, but I can see their names at least.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. I don't know when the heroes disappeared, but they did indeed disappear.
Oh, they're pulling a Ricky
Uh,
on you.
yeah, it must just be a 5v5 Ricky mid.
Oof, and a Monkey King for Vulcan Esports.
Ooh,
So that's an early
I
Monkey
mean,
pick. A nice flex pick.
yeah, and I'd say it's a good hero against Axe. Obviously, Axe can do alright against Monkey because he does have that initiation.
Oof.
Um,
And Geest pick up Queen of Pain. Well, this Monk is definitely going to be a safe lane because I know for
Yeah.
sure that Link doesn't play Monkey King, and he is their mid laner. So they
Well,
still
also, you don't want to be Monkey King versus Queen of Pain.
no,
Not at
definitely
all.
not. But Monkey King versus Axe is a much better lane.
Definitely. And obviously being with Witch Doctor as well makes it even better if they decide to put the Witch Doctor there. Just because Edict with Chingu is going to be gross.
That is true. But Oracle with Monkey King is also going to be disgusting.
But it looks like they are going to go for the Lina. Now, we know that Link is a Lina spammer.
Yes, but Lina doesn't really. I don't think Lina wins this matchup against Queen of Pain.
I think it does alright. It doesn't lose it hard, but you should be able to get farm on either hero.
The whole thing with Lina is Queen of Pain can rotate much easier when she picks up a room to the side lanes. Where Lina, she's gonna have a value point in the Light Strike array, but she's rather gonna go for the Dragon Slave because she needs that farming capability. So I think this makes Queen of Pain a much better mid laner to Lina in this current meta because she can rotate much easier to two lanes. And I mean, that slow that she
100%.
provides with that Shadow Strike is just intense.
But they do have lots of damage now on the side of Vulcan Esports, so if they catch this Queen of Pain, she will die very quickly. So potentially needing to get a Yules or a BKB, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think Lina will definitely be going for a Yule since she is playing with the Queen of Pain. But I do fear that they do not have sufficient lockdown for the Queen of Pain just yet. I mean, Oracle does have Oracle Witch Doctor together can provide enough lockdown for Queen of Pain, but they don't really have reliable stuns on their side because Queen of Pain can still blink out of a cask.
Well, so I think once they get Yules on Lina, that kind of becomes a lot easier because there is still an animation on that blink. But you're right. Up until then, not really.
And then they go for a Bloodseeker. So they lack a bit of a tank on the side of Vulcan Esports. Did opt for the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker is probably going to be going a tanky build. Sungin, Yasha, Blade Mail.
I don't know how I feel about this Bloodseeker. Shadow Demon and Axe I feel are very good against Bloodseeker.
No, especially since if you activate Blood Rage now, it is Blood Rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you activate Blood Rage now, it makes you lose HP at the cost of attacking faster. So, I mean, you don't really want your Bloodseeker to lose his HP while hitting an axe, because the axe is never going to spin, and spin is pure damage.
And once the Bloodseeker tries to initiate on someone, they have amazing save in the Shadow Demon. But it is a pretty good pickup against Queen of Pain, so I think that might be their logic in terms of that lockdown.
Yeah, but if Queen of Pain blinks, it doesn't activate the Rupture though. Only moving distance. Oof, and a PA.
No, so it does, but with Queen of Pain, if you blink your maximum distance, it doesn't negate it. It does negate it, sorry.
Oh, okay, so it does negate it.
But if you blink too short, it will actually do the damage that the distance you blink.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
So it's an interesting one. There's a fine line between how far you blink in terms of taking damage and not taking damage. But PA is actually a pretty powerhouse hero here. I mean, as you mentioned, they have no tank.
No.
PA gets a BKB. It's going to be a fun PA game.
No, and we know Bloodseeker doesn't really do too well in the matchup against the PA late game. Monkey King, however, can sustain himself against the PA, but it's going to force Monkey King to build an early MKB. Because without that, he's not going to be able to fight the PA. Unless they don't really have a hero that can build a Bloodthorn on the side of Vulcan. But maybe Lina could, but Lina does. Yeah, I don't know. Building a Bloodthorn on a Lina, you do get value from it. I would say, but
Alrighty. Awesome stuff. So, guys, this is going to be Gears versus Vulcan Esports. This is a best-of-3 match between these two teams. One of them is going through, and the other one is getting knocked out. So, Jarpy, do you want to do the interruptions for us?
We'll definitely do the interruptions for us. I'm just having problems with my camera quickly. So, on the side of Vulcan Esports, we have Pacey Queen playing the Witch Doctor, Link will be on the Lina, Pseudo will be playing Suda will be playing the Oracle, Odyssey is on the Bloodseeker, and Shazo Phoenix is on the Monkey King. And then for Gears, we get Smiley Face that will be playing the Axe. Coach Crayons will be on the Queen of Pain. Snaiki will be on the PA. Wandam on the Shadow Demon, and Easy Killed on the Crystal Maiden.
Awesome stuff. So we're gonna see Monkey King going into the safe lane with obviously the axe. Bloodseeker in the off lane. I'm interested to see what this Bloodseeker builds. I know that the build at the moment is actually Veil of Discord, which is quite cool. But we'll see what he decides to do. It looks like they've actually got 4 heroes in this top lane. And Wandam, he's gonna be in so much trouble just actually running the other way just because he's not gonna get out of there. And that's probably first blood going to the way of Link.
Well, it actually goes to Pastry King. So he did illusion himself or disrupt himself just before he could die. But yeah, that is very well played. Unfortunately, was a bit of out of position. But we do see that Quap is earlier in the mid lane, so she's gonna be just a bit ahead in levels at the moment. Although Lena did pick up a bit of XP.
A little bit. It was shared between 4 heroes, so not too much, but definitely something that will help her out here.
Definitely, I just need to change this quickly. There we go on the last in the night. So there is a problem with my camera. So I'm sorry for the viewers. They're just gonna have to bear with me. I am currently have to use either my mouse or I have to click on the map. So until I can just sort that out quickly, I do apologize. If we look at bot lane, we see the Witch Doctor's already half HP because of the battle hunger. So
yeah, no, this isn't Witch Doctor's gonna get absolutely destroyed in this lane. I think, obviously Crystal Maiden has a lot of burst damage. But yeah, Monkey King might also be in a bit of trouble if he can't get those Jingo stacks off. And obviously the root from Crystal Maiden does apply a disarm, so you can't actually attack while you are frostbited.
You can still use abilities, target abilities in the frostbite, but like you mentioned, you can't really attack. Top lane is actually going pretty even. Bloodseeker does throw out a Blood Rat, but we do see a disruption coming out from Wandam, and he's just going to run back, negating that silence.
Yeah, no, he's just playing a bit safe, but oh man, this range creep's doing the walk around here. Oh man.
No, he's just like, I ignore lane equilibrium completely. I go my own path.
Funny enough, that actually just shoved out their wave for the Dire. It just killed their range creep. But it looks like we're actually seeing initiation onto this PA, but the disruption is there, and it looks like Sneaky just taking a ton of damage from that blood right.
No, well, they couldn't really capitalize on it because the illusions that came out does do a bit of damage at level 1. So, but they do have made changes to Thirst, which makes it that when Bloodseeker does kill a creep now, he does get HP back from it, so he doesn't need to activate his Blood Rage anymore. We did see a bit of initiation coming from Pseudo, but Pseudo will just get mauled back by the Shadow Demon. Yes, and that Shadow Demon does a lot of damage with that Soul Catcher on.
Yeah. Well, so it is temporary damage, but still, it's such a good way of bursting down tanks. So it should be very good against. Well, technically, maybe that's why they didn't go tanks. Just knowing that they had the Shadow Demon there to negate most of it.
Now, the thing is, you do get the HP back, but you do lose a lot of HP in it. So normally the Soul Catcher does do a lot of damage because if you have heavy burst on a tank, you remove 30% of its HP. That's a third of its HP they remove. And if you have the burst damage taken down, then the HP gets back isn't really viable. But we do see Monkey King with the cheeky taunt of the Crystal Maiden used her Frostbite on him. And yeah, we see the lane getting pulled by the Witch Doctor. So already these teams are... This is the same as the previous time. It's pretty even.
I think, the side of Gears are slightly behind. Wait, am I right? Yeah, are slightly behind in terms of the last hits. We see Bloodseeker and Lena doing pretty well in their lanes. Queen of Pain suffering a bit here.
Well, as I mentioned, that Dragon Slave has a short cooldown and it does a lot of damage, and she can spam it. Now she does pick up a DD room in the mid lane. So Queen of Pain should be where Queen of Pain does have a level in
Ooh.
Blink already.
We see that they're actually taking down this Oracle in this off lane. Pretty good job from them, but shoved out their wave nonetheless. So this Bloodseeker should get solo XP and solo farm here.
No, and that is from under his tower. So opting to go for trades first, I think that's a very good, because you are going to play against the PA. So you must be able to get the denies and last hits faster than she can.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. So it looks like we do see Queen of Pain is just farming up here. They don't have level 6s just yet, but I think when those come out, we should see a couple rotations. It does look like they're just hanging around for these bounties, though. Witch Doctor should pick up this one. And they're actually going to get 3 bounties on the side of Vulcan.
Is so very well played for Witch Doctor to scout out that Queen of Pain is still mid. She has not gone to pick up the bounty. So just to position himself, just to get another or extra bounty. This Crystal Maiden is just sitting in the Radiant Bush looking for this Witch Doctor, but unfortunately he finds a courier instead.
Yeah, probably not what he's expecting. Witch Doctor was actually warding up mid, so yeah, they realize that the Witch Doctor's not here and potentially can go on this Monkey King. It looks like they are going to try go. They do get the slow, but it looks like Monkey... Oh, the damage! They do bring down this Monkey King so quickly with this Queen of Pain.
No, unfortunately, Witch Doctor was not in the lane there to help his Monkey King, and that was a very well played rotation coming from the Queen of Pain. Realizing that the Witch Doctor did pick up the bounty rune, and that he was not going to come back the same way that he walked to there, so he was going to take a long way around. So, well,
unfortunately, I'm not sure if he could have saved his Monkey King with that Queen of Pain's damage. It was probably going to be a secure kill. And it does look like we see both the ultis coming through from the mid laners, so we'll see what they decide to do.
No, definitely. We did see a quick initiation onto the Sneaky King PA, but they do turn back onto Wandam and they're trying to maul him down, but unfortunately that disruption just saving you a little bit, and CM does rotate top.
Yeah.
No, and they're just going to opt to back out of the zone. Oh no, Odyssey is like, nah, I want to fight this. But he does realize CM is there now.
Careful, because there are 3 heroes here. He is a level ahead of them in terms of the PA, but does have to be careful here.
No, definitely. Another thing that I see is Axe is actually very quiet in front, knowing that he has no CM behind him. But they do, however, go on him now. Does throw at the cogs, but does not get in the rage for the Maledict, so Axe will just run back and smile at them.
Yeah, no, he should be fine. He has got 2 points in his spin, opting to go for 2 points of Battle Hunger, which is quite interesting.
Oof, but we do see initiation going onto the Bloodseeker, but we do see Sneaky King, he's jumping onto the Oracle, and Oracle getting really low. We see the Blood Red coming out, it will silence up PA, and PA loses a lot of HP.
In fact, it looks like CM's going to go down. They're not even going to pop the Laguna Blade. They don't need to. And it looks like they take down the Axe as well. Just falling apart here a bit. Oh, they're going to actually pop the Rupture, but the disruption is there, but he is in so much trouble. The stun comes out, and the double stun, and a triple kill for Odyssey on the Bloodseeker. He is having a phenomenal game right now.
No, definitely. I mean, he just got 1k gold from that. Just finished up his trades. He has a Wraith Band on him already, and 1k gold after that triple kill. So
and he is going for the Veil build, so this is quite interesting to see, but he is diving a bit here, and they're actually going to initiate on him, but they just don't have the damage. He's actually so tanky right now, sitting on 11 armor.
Sure, yeah, no, he is quite tanky, and PA isn't level 6 yet. PA is actually level 4 at the moment, so she doesn't really dish out enough damage onto the Bloodseeker, so, just to keep him out of lane. So this is going to become a hard lane for the PA. I feel like what they're doing with keeping the CM here is actually correct, because CM is one of those heroes that can negate the ganks on you. Because as you mentioned, the Frostbite does make you unable to attack, and then they just opt to rotate the Shadow Demon down with the axe, which I actually feel is a much better lane.
I think it's better, but I'm not sure that PA can still farm though, because he just PA is struggling to walk up to the lane, so.
No, she has to resort to her daggers at this moment to farm. We do see her having... Yeah.
We're seeing Queen of Pain actually rotate here. Does have a bottle charge. They do pop the Rupture. That looks like they're going to initiate here. It looks like the Queen of Pain is trying to go into this Bloodseeker, but they lose the PA in the process. They do have Queen of Pain ulti. Is she going to pop it? And looks like he has Duke top and needs to potentially get out of here. It looks like they're just waiting out that Blood Ride. It doesn't connect on anyone. But he's going to get out of here, actually, and potentially even kill this Crystal Maiden. It looks like CME is in so much trouble right now. Lena's actually rotated in here as well. Are they going to die for this? They are trying to do this, but CM with the brilliant juke, but it looks like Witch Doctor's there just to pick up that the stun onto that Witch Doctor.
Yes, and that is another kill going towards the mid laner. So already we're seeing 9 minutes in, a lot of rotations coming from both teams. While Monkey King is just sitting bot lane farming the bush at the moment. But yeah, well played to Vulcan Esports for realizing that at this moment their draft is pretty strong. They do have a lot of early game killing potential and just utilizing that.
100%. In fact, they are looking super scary right now. I'm not sure how they can come back, or they need to find a way to come back, rather. PA needs to get that farm up, is jungling right now. But they are actually going to pick up 4 runes here, which is actually pretty good for coming back. That's close to 300 gold per rune, right?
Yeah, it's 240 gold per hero that they get there. So that's 1k gold. Yeah, so it's 4 runes for 60 gold each. It's 240 gold
Yes.
for each hero. So that is around, that is 1.1k gold going straight to the dire side on Gears. So that does help the peer out a little bit.
And I think, in fact, we're going to see a blink dagger coming out from this axe. He needs to be careful. You don't want to lose his career here. He should maybe just go get it. But they actually pick up Bloodseeker's career, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think the last couple minutes or so, they've actually picked up quite good momentum in terms of their economy.
No, definitely. I mean, Bloodseeker was being initiated on. Did throw out the blood right, and then could just TP out to safety, but unfortunately losing his career for that. So that's more gold going to the side of Gears.
We're actually seeing an initiation, a huge call coming through, but it looks like the Blood Right is there, but it's not going to pick up anyone. But can they stop this Witch Doctor ulti? It does look like they're trying to bring it down, and the junk comes through.
But
picking up that kill.
And there is a last Maledict tick onto the Queen of Pain, so Queen of Pain will go down also, unfortunately. But they are still...
Lena's going down as well.
And the Bloodseeker...
2 for 2.
Yeah, Bloodseeker did activate his Rupture onto the axe, so he could run the axe down also. So yeah, like you mentioned, 2 for 2, very well played from both teams. However, the gold swing didn't really go in the favor of Gears there. They did kill a support and the mid laner, and they swapped that for a mid laner and an off laner. So the tide's tipping more into the favor of Vulcan Esports.
Yeah, look, I think it's slight. It's not too bad. I think they can be alright with that fight. In fact, it looks like they want to go into this Bloodseeker, but it looks like he's just going to have to blink before he gets silenced up on the axe.
So do you like this Veil of Discord build on the Bloodseeker?
I do. I really do like it. It just gives you so much damage, right? And if you think about it, with Oracle and Lena, it's just going to buff their damage.
No, definitely. And it
looks like we're actually seeing initiation here onto this Oracle, and there's a couple of heroes. Is Axe going to go for the blink? Gets all, and it looks like this is going to be a kill. Maybe Oracle can get the ulti off, does get the ulti, but the dunk is there.
Oof.
Oh man, that hero just showing why it's so good against Oracle.
And the Axe just picks up another bounty with the trusty shovel.
Wants to help them out.
So, yeah, so far, so that is...
Oh, man, we see the blink with the Rupture, and it did the damage because he didn't blink far enough, and the Queen of Blade just bringing down that Queen of Pain. So you see that the damage did come through because she didn't blink far enough.
Okay, yeah.
But so, if you do manage to get the max blink, it will negate any damage you take.
Can we just speak about the vision of Gears quickly? I mean, they have complete vision inside the Radiant jungle. Do you think that is to try and catch out the Monkey King potentially?
I don't know. I think it's just to potentially pick up where the enemy are, right? Because if you place defensive wards, you'll never know where the enemy is farming. So I like that play. You have to know what your enemy is doing. So right now they know that the Oracle is bottom. They probably know that Bloodseeker was near the mid, and they might even know the Monkey King's here. So they know that their jungle is actually super safe right now.
Yeah.
But they are opting to take this stack with these 3 heroes. But Axe is taking so much damage. But he does have those tranquils, so he should be alright. Oh man, we see the Witch Doctor popping that ulti for that Shadow Demon.
No, unfortunately, Shadow Demon just couldn't stand a chance against that, and that is turning into a 4-man or 5-man push, 4-man push
Yeah.
bot. Sorry. So
Yeah.
we already have 2 tier 1s down on the side of Gears, and Vulcan
Looks like we might
Esports.
see a third one going
Yeah,
down.
Vulcan Esports aren't really sitting back and giving them the opportunity to create a second or another game like we had previously. And just the maximum rage hitting on that poor Crystal Maiden from that Dragon Slave.
Yeah, I mean, that was rough. The stun is being thrown by Witch Doctor, but it looks like they're just going to back out of here. I think rightly so. Their strongest hero, I would say, on the map right now is Bloodseeker. And he's not there. So you know that you could end up taking a 5v4 and losing that fight. So is it worth a tier 1? Probably not.
Yeah, I do believe you are correct. There is a smoke coming out from Vulcan Esports, but it's not really like they're rotating into the die bush to capitalize on this. And Monkey King is opting to go for the the diffusal blade first.
Oh, man.
Why would you think is that? Is that to slow down the supports? Ooh, but we do see initiation coming to the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon just a little bit too far on the front line, but PA does come out. Oof.
They're going to pick up the courier as well there, and Link is in a lot of trouble. He does pop the Yules, gets the Glimmer Cape off, but he might be in a lot of trouble here. They do spot him, and the Axe just calls him, and Queen of Pain brings the pain there.
Definitely, Queen of Pain brings the pain, and Axe brings the what's up.
He's there for the woo.
And they do scan out Pastry King, unfortunately, and Axe is chasing him down inside the bush. He is most probably dead.
Needs to be careful. Yeah, he's just taking all these hits, but it looks like that is indeed the end of Pastry King. And probably a tier 1 as well.
Well played from Gears to utilize the scan there to get another pick off there. They did realize that Witch Doctor did not run back to his base because they had vision of that lane. So knowing that he would probably be hiding somewhere behind his tower.
Man. You're seeing a smoke, but the call comes through. They saw him leap up and they get the call. This could be the end of Monkey King. He does get the Jingu stacks, but can they bring him down in time? It looks like they do, and Bloodseeker just managing to get out of there potentially.
Oh.
The Oracle there for the save, and Coach Crayons goes down again on this Queen of Pain, and it looks like they want more.
So that is a very well played smoke. Unfortunately, they couldn't utilize the smoke as good as they should. The Witch Doctor does miss the Maledict, but that is just Pastry King getting the last hit onto that Crystal Maiden. So that's basically a 3-for-2 trade there after the smoke was popped.
Yeah. So definitely not good, but I like the initiative. Go for those aggressive plays after you get kills. So I love that smoke that they did, but it's costing them right now because they didn't get the perfect initiation. Looks like Shadow Demon almost getting caught there by that blood ride.
Definitely, and Monkey King is now.
Looks like we're getting. Someone's just asking for the net worth. If you can just switch over to that for a bit.
Oh, I can definitely switch over to the net worth. So currently, Bloodseeker. So we have 3 heroes from Vulcan Esports that are sitting at top of the net worth charts. But not really marginally too high. I mean, there is still chance for Gears to pick up. But we do see Bloodseekers getting ready to fight Medic, and he does spot out the PA, almost activated.
On his own, though. We'll see if they actually go for it. The Rupture is there, but the Axe is going to get the call, and looks like they're actually going to be able to potentially bring this down.
Bloodseeker does have the eel, so he does eel himself up, does activate the stick, but he is going to get slowed down. But
Pierre didn't wait for the Rupture to end. Oh man, he blinked in and almost went down. But can they? The blink is there, the dunk is there, the call's a miss. Adlina there with the save. Oh man, and the Witch Doctor with the ulti and the Edict being there, but that might not be enough damage. We'll have to wait and see.
No, I think that's not enough damage on the Maledict. It was high ground Maledict, where it had to attack the high ground, and the high ground
was enough.
Oof. Yeah, but the extra damage coming from the Lina.
A lot of damage. Yeah, he's got 4 points in Maledict, so that was insane. I think it was 40% of the damage lost. So whatever he took, 40% of that was done in bursts or something. Wait, no, I don't know how that works.
It ticks down percentage damage, and then it does the last tick is a 40% of the total damage.
Ooh, okay.
So that is all the Maledict ticks together with the final damage that it takes gets given to him in one big succession.
Alrighty, that explains why he went down there, and just showing why it's so good against his strength heroes. Doing a lot of work there. I think they do spot out this Monkey King. In fact, they blink onto him, but he is able to leap out. Excuse me. He's actually got a Diffusal Blade right now and going for Ags next.
Yeah, and this Bloodseeker is hungry. He does pop the Rupture back onto the P again. P does get stuck, but we see the Scream of Pain coming out with the screams. And they...
But a huge three-man call. Can he bring down? He comes with a dunk. They do bring down the Bloodseeker, but he gets absolutely slammed. And it looks like Crystal Maiden is just finding herself all alone as they lose two more heroes.
Oh,
They get a double stun from the Oracle. Oh man, they almost got a double stun Lena as well. Lena actually needs to be super careful. They actually got him with the illusions. So actually a 3 for 4. So not too bad from both teams there.
yeah, and just showing you how strong those legions are, or that disruption are, because luckily for them, they had a sentry on the close by, so they did spot out when Lena got when she was. I think she was limit up though.
I think she had the Shadow Amulet.
No, she actually has a Shadow Blade, yeah.
Well, she completed it when she was dead.
Oh, is it? Okay, so...
As far as I know.
So,
it was in the courier, because it was definitely a Shadow Amulet toggle, I think.
No. Okay, but we do see also Queen of Pain has finished up her Orchid now, so opting to go for the Lincoln Sphere next, so then she's definitely going to be fight ready.
Good idea, because Laguna Blade,
Rupture,
obviously
Chaos.
Dr. Stun isn't actually particularly... So that's actually a weird spell with Lincolns. It actually still works. If you have Lincolns, the first casket just doesn't work.
Oof. And this poor PA just being on the wrong side of his creep cam, getting, as the cast did maximum bounce.
Looks like they're trying to bring down this Witch Doctor, but they actually just end up losing two. And this Witch Doctor ulti is still going down, but the Queen of Pain does finish that kill. And it looks like Queen of Pain doesn't have Blink, so should be going down here. And that is 4 for 1, so these fights looking a little rough right now.
Yeah, no, that was just a very unfortunate bounce coming off the CM onto the Ancients and then going onto the PA, getting PA stunned up a second time, and that gave them the opportunity to just close the distance to the PA, to get the Rupture off, get the silence off, and yeah, dead PA. She at the moment only has 2 Wraith Bands with the Vlad, so he's a bit strong, but yeah, not really tanky. I mean, she's sitting at 1.1k HP.
Yeah, you don't like going... look, Vlad's on PA is not ideal. It obviously is good, but, you know, you prefer things like Deso, BKB, Battle Fury, those kind of items. So you know it's a rough match when you're going the Vlads.
No,
but I like it against things like Monkey King and Bloodseeker though, because you do get that crazy lifesteal with your crits.
Yeah, and not only the crazy lifesteal, you know, you do give your team, I do believe Vlad still gives armor, if I'm not mistaken. So that does give a bit of bonus. Yeah, 2 mana adjacent to okay, so it does not give the armor anymore. It only gives the 80% bonus damage and then the extra bit of mana regen. But that was a quick...
Pick up a cheeky kill there.
Quickly on the Witch Doctor. Yeah. Witch Doctor just a little bit too overextended there. And that's the setup with the disruption I was talking about.
Yeah. I mean, Orchid obviously being super good against Witch Doctor, but very out of position there. His teammates weren't around. But just to quickly talk about some items quickly, we see Bloodseeker's actually going for the Aghanim Scepter. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Well, it does give him 2 Rupture charges, so that is 2 heroes that he can basically Rupture so that they do not... So they can't run around and disorientate the team fights. And I mean, we have seen...
It's a lot of an investment right now.
It is. And Rupture is pure damage, so it doesn't really get buffed by the Veil of Discord, though. So, I'm not a big fan of Ags on Bloodseeker. I kind of feel like it's a waste. There's better items you can build for 4.2k gold. But I mean...
Like a Halberd, for example. I was thinking that for Bloodseeker, potentially.
No, because Bloodseeker is actually their tank. If you put it that way.
PA will eventually start running through their hero if PA can get the farm. So obviously Halberd will stop that actually, because PA's actually almost got a Deso.
Yeah, she's 1.3k gold away from a Deso. I mean, once she gets the Deso, if she jumps on Oracle or she jumps on a Witch Doctor, they are pretty much destroyed.
Yeah.
So, but she has that life to sustain also once she gets the Deso. So, Pia actually itemizing very well. And the other thing that makes 2 Ruptures actually also unviable is the fact that Shadow Demon does have disruption. So whichever hero gets ruptured, he can just use a disruption on that hero just to save him, so then that hero can't get initiated on.
100%. But at the end of the day, it might work out. Obviously it is good against PA and against Queen of Pain. So maybe he's thinking if he can get both those heroes, it just negates two cores. But Lincoln is getting built by the Queen of Pain.
Definitely. And Monkey King has just finished his eggs though. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Oh,
So he has the
okay.
fusel egg. So just opting for those illusions, those extra spawned monkeys to help attack him on whoever he's slowed. So
Yeah.
he's gonna mold down the supports very
Oh,
fast.
man. So that's an Ags I can get behind. It's so good in terms of farming and in the team fights. You can't man up. You can't just man up to this Monkey King, but it looks like they're just going to go on Wandam. He does get the disruption to dodge the Monkey King stun, but I think that's still him going down. Unfortunately, he's just taking so much damage. And that is him down. But the buyback comes through the Laguna Blades there. Axe is there with the blade mail on. But he's ruptured right now, so he might be in a little bit of trouble. But Axe is actually still alive here. Can they actually finish him off? It looks like Monkey King is going to pop the ult. Queen of Pain pops the ulti, and it looks like Monkey King does end up going down. And that is a 2-for-2 trade, if I'm not mistaken. 2-for-3 right now. Oh no, Shadow Demon, you got to get out of there. It looks like we're seeing a couple crits, and it looks like
Honestly, it's
almost
awesome.
getting Lena though. Oh man, the damage from Lena is coming through.
Oof, and she gets a triple kill, and now sending her sights to the axe, but
Link.
that. Oof!
Man, these heroes are going down, and the rupture does come through, but he is super low, so he's gonna have to just run. I think one scream could potentially kill him.
That's a very smart play from the Bloodseeker just to activate the rupture and then run away because he knows the Queen of Pain can't really chase him.
Yeah.
So I don't see why he activated the Blood Rage after he put down the Blood Rite because it did negate the HP that he got back from killing those creeps. It did take that off with the Blood Rage. But yeah, well played from the Bloodseeker. He also has his axe finished now, so yeah, this Bloodseeker is actually pretty farmed up, sitting at 12k net worth at the moment.
I mean, that's that's nothing to scoff at. He's had an amazing game. He's topping the net worth charts, and he's actually going Sunjin Yasha next, which I think is not bad.
Yeah, no, he does need to tank up now. I don't think he should go for another utility item, as he is going to start falling off late game.
Yeah, 100%. We do see this, this Witch Doctor is actually in no man's land right now. And in fact, the Blink Dagger from the CM comes through, and it looks like they might even pick him up here. There is a dust. The Bongo is there. He's going to pop the ulti. This could be insane, but he ends up going down. But it looks like PA might go down as well.
No, Pia is in a lot of trouble. She knows she's going to go down. She's just opting to take as much form as. Oh,
Disruption?
No, she's actually used the lifesteal to help her out there because that last tick would have taken her down.
Yeah, and the disruption actually saved her from the last one because that would have been 40% or the burst damage tick.
No, that is complete damage taken throughout the Maledict. So, yeah, well played from her. She does have a Desi finish. It is flying out on the courier as we speak. So, this is where she's going to start hitting really hard.
Yeah.
Monkey King is going for a Skadi. So, do you think it's because of the Vlad's pickup that he opts to go for a Skadi?
Sorry, I just had to type a message quickly. You're talking about Skadi from?
Well, Monkey King is busy building a Skadi. Do you think that is because he wants to counter the lifesteal on the side of the Vlads on the side of the
PA? So I think, they don't know, as you mentioned before, they don't really have tanks, so he might just be wanting to tank up a bit himself. But yeah, it stops attack speed, which is good against PA. It's not bad against Axe, technically, and I suppose Queen of Pain as well.
Yeah, but Bloodseeker has chosen not to go for the Sangan Yasha, rather going for the Abyssal Blade. So, oof.
So that, I suppose that's alright. Obviously, you have these elusive heroes like PA and Queen of Pain. So not a bad choice, and it looks like we're actually seeing an initiation onto Witch Doctor again. The call comes through, the blade mail's there, and the damage, but the dunk comes through. Oracle must be hating life right now. He just cannot get these saves off.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is a minute without false promise. So,
yeah. Axe has his ulti because he got the kill with it. But we do see a rupture coming through, and Monkey King's there, the disruption's there. It does look like Coach Crayons is going to go down. He blinks and takes the damage and gets the call onto 2 though. Monkey King's there, but it looks like they're blowing up this Axe. And it looks like CM is going to pay for that as well. Yeah, that was maybe not the fight to take there.
No, no, really. I think if you ask, you don't really want to call the Monkey King because if you can't kill him within the first 4 hits, he's going to lifesteal his HP back and he's going
Yeah.
to hit very hard. So they do opt to go for Rosh now. Monkey King's jumping straight into there. Link unfortunately doesn't
Should
have
be able to do this.
a lot of mana on him, but I mean, check how fast they are taking down Rosh. And now with the Bloodseeker, they also
Yeah.
there's
Also,
going to be
Lena has got 4 points of Fiery Soul with the Javelin. So that is a lot of damage coming from him.
so Lina building towards the MKB. I mean, she already hits like a tank. So just killing the MKB with that now also.
Yeah, I think MKB is greedy. I would have thought like BKB or oh no, maybe not BKB. They got a lot of pure damage. I feel like Lena is still so squishy, even with it. But we see a Rupture coming through. It looks like, oh man, Shadow Demon does do the disruption. It looks like they might even be able to bring down this Monkey King. But he does have Aegis. The Call is there. The Blade Mail is there. The Oracle is there. Are they going to be able to get the dunk, though? He is running for the dunk. He gets the dunk. And that is the end of Monkey King. But they're losing the Axe and potentially the PA and the Shadow Demon. Oh man, they do get the Aegis, though. But pretty costly for them.
and they claim a cheeky bounty onto the PA. So
Okay, I mean, that's a very cheeky bounty then. PA having a tough game right now.
no, PA1 unfortunately was ruptured up, so she couldn't really move from where she was. So she was basically just a sitting duck, and that gave Link the opportunity just to stand there and hit her. He did miss a few shots, but I mean the damage that he dished out still. He has the javelin, so that is a 25%. So that is 1 in 4 shots potentially that he could go through, and luckily the odds was in his favor.
Yeah. May the odds forever be in your favor. Oh, we see the Queen of Pain ulti, but the Rupture is there. But it looks like she should be safe.
Yeah, no.
Doesn't quite have that Lincoln's though, so that is a problem. And in fact, that's going to potentially cost them that tier 1. But yeah, we'll see what they decide to do.
No. They do know all the other heroes are up now, so they opt not to really take a team fight in high ground. Although there is no extra armor or regen for Gears at the moment because they do not have the tier 3 tower up. But yeah, they did burn Aegis in the previous fight. So Monkey King did, in the end, win the team fight for them. But I mean, Monkey King without an Aegis, if they can take him down first now, they actually could maybe pull the team fight back into their favor.
Yeah. It does look like they have the squad finished up on Monkey King. He is going for the MKB next. Just to go back to that MKB pickup from Lena, I'm assuming they're just trying to preempt the PA getting some farm.
No, yeah, I do. True. MKB also is already finished on Lena. But the problem with MKB is a strong item against a PA. But as soon as PA hits level 20 and he gets that -3 corruption extra, I mean, then it doesn't matter if you have MKB. He just crits so much and, eats through your HP.
Smoke up here into the Radiant Triangle, but they don't find anyone. They don't have these tier 1s down, so moving between these towers is going to be super tricky. In fact, the smoke does get popped. He might have walked too close to the tower. It looks like Monkey King is going to break the smokes. He does spot it, but he jumps down. That could be the end of him. It looks like he is getting... Oh, man, the Oracle comes in with the save, and they can't actually dunk him down, and a 4-man stun coming from the Monkey King, and it looks like the Blood Rider hits on a bunch of heroes there, and they bring down the CM, and it looks like Wandam on the Shadow Demon is going to get Laguna bladed. Oh man, but they finished up the Monkey King though.
Oof.
But still rough for them. And in fact, it might even be the PA going down as well here.
That was double kill going to Link. We did see that the Bloodseeker was chasing after the Queen of Pain. Did pop the Queen of Pain Lincolns, but unfortunately didn't go through. So Queen of Pain could just TP back to base safely.
Yeah.
So now they opt to push down this mid, and this is definitely a Rex that's going to go down for Gears here.
Unless they commit buybacks, and even then it might still go down. Oh man, it's looking rough. 23k gold in the to the side of Team Vulcan here.
No, unfortunately they only have buyback on the PA and on the 2 supports. Both supports are gonna revive now, and it looks like they want to go safe there. Now they opt to rather go back.
Man. Just now I saw Lena was just still building the MKB. Now she's even got a Deso. I mean...
Oof, that's a pretty farmed up Lena.
And a Abyssal coming out on this Bloodseeker now as well.
Yeah, so all three of the cores on the side of Vulcan Esports are sitting on 17k net worth. So they are
That's a lot of
heavy
network.
farmed up.
Yeah.
And I don't think that Gears have a lot of answers for it at the moment. I think PA needs BKB.
Oof.
She,
They need BKB for sure. Queen of Pain has got some reasonable farm. I'm interested to see what she's going to go next. But yeah, no, I think it's a bit of a challenge. Obviously, they can still win these fights. We saw how quickly they were bringing down that Monkey King in
ooh,
that last fight. They just need to maybe catch the Oracle first.
yes, and they unfortunately did spot out the PA farming there. There is initiation coming from the Oracle, but the disruption does save him, and Pierre just tells his dagger just to slow down this Bloodseeker. But Bloodseeker has 2 charges on his Rupture, so he actually wants to engage. He's sitting in the front line pretty tanky and almost 3k HP. The tank that they lacked, he's here.
No, indeed. That's obviously he also has the damage block coming from the Vanguard in the Abyssal Blade. 25% chance to proc, and oh wait, no, that's the damage. 50% chance to block 70 damage.
Yeah, so that's going to help him a lot, especially against the PA. And
100%.
he has that straight, reliable lockdown on the PA currently. So they are opting to detect the top tier 2 tower. They're opting to go down, go and try and break high ground on the base. But AoE Shadow Strike coming into play, so it does remove the creep wave quickly.
That is actually true. And Queen of Pain's 25 is also really insane. She might go for the spell block this game though.
I think the fear will they'll get more value out of the fear.
Oh, they pop the Lincolns to get the rupture. I'm not sure what.
He used eels to proc the Lincolns, and then he used Rupture.
Okay. Oof. But just not able to follow up on that. That's one of the things. That's is a bit of a challenge here. Is they're not able to break this base. They got a pipe on the axe. They got the blade mail. They've got a couple key items.
Listen,
even the supports have some one item at least each.
And that's the thing with the Bloodseeker. Why he's not really that good in the current meta is the fact that if you activate Rupture, there's just too much ways to deal with a Ruptured or with a Bloodseeker once he gets the Rupture down. Because Bloodseeker is normally one of those heroes that if he activates Rupture, he wants to force the opponent to run. And at the moment, they have so much ways to counter that. So, like I mentioned, the 4.2k gold for the Scepter could have gone into maybe a better item, but so far so good.
I mean, he's having a good game. In fact, he's in their base. He actually got ruptured himself with the Lotus Orb. I didn't see that pick-off being brought in, but it looks like the Abyssal is there. The Monkey King also doing so much work here. It's actually bringing down 2 heroes, potentially 3. Wow, but the buybacks coming in, and Lena's had enough. Lena is breaking the base right now, and the Defies are coming out, and it looks like that is no more racks for the side of Gears.
Definitely, and they're only sitting with their bottom racks now. So 33k gold lead for Vulcan Esports at the moment.
Yeah,
I don't.
That's the finished MKB on the Monkey King. So I mean, that's that Monkey King ult. But they actually jump on him and they pop the frostbites on him. The Lotus Orb is there, but look how quickly that PA just dies. But they do bring down the Monkey King, which is pretty good. But they actually lose the axe. They get the Lina. This is looking like a good fight. The buyback from the axe coming in. Can they get some more kills though? It looks like they're trying to get this Oracle. Oracle comes in with the save on Oracle as well, but it looks like they might be able to get the Yule stopping the call, so they're unable to get these heroes. It looks like they're going to pick up the Witch Doctor, but the Abyssal there to stop the axe from chasing. So they're potentially going to get away with these 2 heroes.
No, Axe can't really actually going to opt for the blink call now. He does catch
he gets
out the Oracle.
Bloodseeker, you should leave him. He's not getting out of there. Oh man, it looks like the Bloodseeker is trying to go into the supports, but the Oracle is down, and it looks like they're going to be able to just focus down this one hero.
Unfortunately, Bloodseeker, he is quite tanked, but I don't think he's going to survive this. That is 4 heroes
And
just
that
mauling
is a
them.
problem. That is they're so far ahead, but you know how much net worth they're going to lose for that?
Yeah, they actually lost 4k from the net worth just from that fight.
I think it's going to get worse right now because obviously they're just now able to farm all the lanes, pretty much.
No, PA unfortunately did die in that fight, so she couldn't be there to get a bit of the value from those fights. But I mean, she has her Metal Lamina, so she's probably going to build towards the BKB now. But this Axe, the Axe almost has his Crimson Guard finished. So he is around 1k gold shy from the Crimson Guard, 1.2k gold shy from the Crimson Guard. And
Yeah,
that's also
I
going
think
to help them.
that's a big pickup. We're seeing all these MKBs being picked up, all these physical items, desos, bashes. So, yeah, I mean, they have 3 cores that output huge physical damage.
Yeah, definitely. Lena did go the physical build. So
Mm,
a great pickup from Axe. He has his pipe finished and he has blade mail also. So Axe is
yeah.
sitting pretty tanky at the moment.
Look, it's a little scary. I think, the one thing for the Radiants and the side of Team Vulcan is they only have to get through 1 racks. So they can commit hard onto it, and I'm not 100% sure how well they'll do against Megas right now.
Well, yeah, PA can farm Megas. She does have the Vlads.
So,
Axe.
Droppy, you just mind turning up your master volume in Dota just a bit up,
Ooh,
5 to 10%.
5 to 10%. My master volumes are 53%.
Ooh. Uh,
I can put it up to.
Maybe just put your game sound up a bit, maybe.
I can
Um,
most definitely put a game set up also.
yeah, there we go. That should be fine. That's a bit high, but anyway. Um,
I'm gonna
yeah.
put it
So
up
that
to
if
40%.
it's a bit high, just let us know in chat.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I tend to when I play, I don't want too much sounds in my ears because I'm usually listening to music. Unfortunately, that is not the case here. I cannot be listening to music while I'm casting a game, although I would love to, but I don't think you guys would appreciate that. And we see Team Vulcan going on Rosh again. And just look at Rosh go down with that Deso and that MKB from Link. So, very quick Rosh. I think before they could even realize that Rosh was going to. Okay, my sound is a little bit too loud. Before Gies could even realize that Rosh is being taken, the Rosh was already went down. So it's going to be difficult
Yeah.
for them. They have to defend the last racks now, plus they have to fight into an Aegis.
It is a challenge, but I think after that last fight, and like we were chatting about that Crimson potentially coming into play, we do see that the BKB is almost coming out from this PA. So if they can delay till that comes out, and maybe even this sheep stick from the Queen of Pain, things could change. I mean, we've seen this Lotus all pick up on the CM, do so much work. I mean, I'm surprised CM got this much farm. It seemed like a hard Crystal Maiden game.
No, definitely. Well, I think it's up to that last fight that they had, that they won, where they chased down Vulcan Esports. Like I mentioned, 4k gold went to the side of Gies, so she did
Yeah.
uh,
I think they
get.
managed to bring it back though,
Yeah,
because if I'm not mistaken, 30. Where was it? It was 30k.
it was 34k, and
Okay,
then
so it's not too bad. But it looks like Monkey King's actually just jumping in. They don't have any BKBs on these cores, so Monkey King, I mean, he's being super aggressive, and it looks like the buildings are just going to die, even though they're going on him. And actually, an Abyssal coming through, and it looks like the Shadow Demon might be in a lot of trouble. A couple ruptures coming through, but yeah, so we'll see what happens. In fact, oh man, the PA jumped into the backline and just got absolutely blown up, and it looks like Queen of Pain has been ruptured up, but can they bring down this Queen of Pain? They do, and it looks like this could potentially be it. It looks like there is a buyback. There is Megas being brought in to this game, and we'll see if they can defend this.
no, see, okay, well, they have PA down. PA does have no buyback, if I'm 100% sure. Yeah, she has no buyback at the moment, still down for 2 minutes. And Monkey King can just casually throw down his ulti and they can just finish his towers inside it.
Yeah. No, he's gone for the big AoE, and it looks like he's still got an Aegis, and they're actually just going for an extra couple kills. But I think they are, yeah, Lena's just finishing up the buildings. So this is going to potentially be GG. This is a best of 3, so these teams are still going to be playing another match. And the GGs are called.
So, still a 42-minute game. So it did take Vulcan Esports 42 minutes to close out this game, even though they had a great early game.
100%.
But yeah, what do you think Gies could have done differently to maybe help the game tip in their favor?
Ooh, I don't know. That's such a tough one because I actually liked their draft. I think they maybe needed to do something to give this PA a game. I think mid was alright. I think Queen of Pain had high impact. I think Axe had high impact. But at the end of the day, I'm not sure if PA. I thought it was a good pick. It didn't have the game. At the end of the day.
Yeah, well, I do feel like the 2k gold that she invested in Vlad's could have rather gone to her to a Dessa or maybe into a Battlefield to maybe help accelerate the farm, because the lifesteal isn't bad, but it doesn't really accelerate your farm as much as it should.
Yeah.
So I just feel like that is maybe a 4 or 5 minute earlier timing that she could have gotten onto her Odessa, and she could have then went for a few picos. I mean, they did have smoke gangs. They did get initiations on it on Vulcan Esports, but just couldn't capitalize because they just didn't dish out enough damage.
Yeah, so I think this is a best of three. So you are figuring things out game one. I think after that game, they're gonna have to look at potentially just first phase banning this Bloodseeker. I think it is potentially hands down one of the reasons why PH has had no game the entire game, and to an extent the Quap, because Quap went down a good number of times to that Bloodseeker.
Yeah, no, definitely. She did go down very quickly to the Bloodseeker, actually.
Yeah,
So the teams are actually almost okay. They are all in the ranks already.
yeah.
I think we're gonna be starting the next game at 8 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll start when the teams are ready, but yeah, 8 o'clock will be when we're going to try and start. Just for everyone that is watching, thank you for tuning in. Um, myself, Super Tramp and Joppy, will be bringing you the next game. It is going to be Vulcan Esports versus Kies. The first match did go the way of Team Vulcan, so we'll see what Kies can do to bring this back.
Definitely, and just a shout out to Fintech, who are the official
Yeah.
sponsors for the Legends League. Thank you very much, guys, for helping the community and helping us, just promote South African Dota. We,
And go check out their site, guys. They've got a bunch of awesome stuff on there.
you must go buy that game field that Mr. Supertramp has been talking about.
Oh man, I love that. I still haven't tried it though. I need to do it.
I actually
Oh
saw
man.
saw something today. I thought it was Game Fuel, but then I saw it was Coca-Cola has its own product now. That's also energy
Oh,
drink, yeah.
yeah, I saw they brought that out. I've tried it actually. It's not that great. Um, you know, but I'm not a huge fan of Coke in general. Um,
Well, are you not a huge fan of brandy?
you see that the difference is that in brandy it tastes completely different.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Coke. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
So yeah, no.
but
I think I actually I couldn't was the first time I couldn't get onto the site to go check what they have. I must have the error where it showed the page not found, and
mm,
I've actually had the opportunity to just go browse a little bit on Fintech's site, and I've seen a lot of merch that I feel like if this December comes up, like a bonus time, Papa, gonna buy myself some merch.
Have you seen the new Nvidia graphics cards that came out, the 3 series or the 3000
The
series?
3000 series, yeah, I don't feel like
Yeah.
I earn enough money to buy that just yet.
No, I don't think anyone does, but they are out and flip. I think the things people would do for those graphics cards,
Well,
man, oh man, they're so cool.
to be honest, if I had 48k lying around, I'd definitely not spend it on a graphics card.
Is it 40K?
It's 40k.
I don't think so. It's
With
like 20 something.
depending on which one you take. So
Because
the
the
lower
one thing
end.
Nvidia said was they were going to charge the same prices as the 2000 series. Um, But I'm not sure, in South Africa, obviously people put markup on it because, the import costs and
And
all
all
that
that kind of
jazz.
stuff. Yeah. Oh, when it came out, I actually went to Evetek and Takealot just to go check what the prices are of those cards. And I remember the high end 3080 Super was 48,500 or 499 rand, and you could only pre-order it.
Oof.
So
Damn,
yeah, that's
okay, yeah.
pretty
I don't
rough.
think anyone has that kind of money lying around for a graphics card, but, yo,
Well,
okay.
there are already 2,000 of those cards sold in South Africa, though. You can go
I
check
mean, I
it
can I can believe it,
on
but
Nvidia Tracker.
not from gamers though. I think that's probably like Bitcoin mining and stuff like that. Um, because obviously the higher hash power or whatever they call it, those cards will output so much more
No,
for mining Bitcoin and stuff.
exactly. Usually you put 3 or 4 graphics cards in a mining rig. I think you can just run one of those 3080s and just sit back and enjoy the cryptocurrency coming in.
Yeah, I don't know how valuable it is anymore, but if definitely that card will be insane.
Well,
Um,
no, it looks like we're just waiting for Link. He is taking a quick
all right.
smoke break after that game.
Joppy, just it looks like my mic is a bit soft on your Discord. Maybe just turn it up in Discord a bit. Turn me up in Discord a bit.
I will most definitely do so.
Awesome stuff. And while we just wait, you guys can vote in the channel, in the Twitch channel for your favorite caster. We're just doing a poll to see who you guys think the favorite caster is. And yeah, so just type in either Crispy Nanas, Tapid, Jarpy, or Supertramp. And your vote will get added into that poll.
All right, now you are yelling in my ears, so
Okay,
I hope
okay.
our
I
viewers
hope
are
I'm not
happy.
yelling in the. Yeah, your settings are going to be completely messed up after this.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, we do apologize, guys. There is a bit of net issues on our side, so we unfortunately we had to put the stream over onto my side, and my side isn't completely set up for the Legends League like it should be. But I mean, it's just a few settings we need to tweak.
Yeah. That's all right. We're getting there. We almost got all this stuff. It does look like we are just waiting for one player. He has gone for a smoke. Should be back quickly unless he's clutching two smokes in there.
Well, yeah, after that game, I think he deserves a smoke. That Lina did hit bloody hard
Yeah.
there.
Look, I don't think he's getting Lina again in this game, and that's the power of best of threes. You know, you can see these kind of things happen in game one, but you know,
Yeah.
it's just something that you have to deal with. You know, you're not going to get those heroes again.
Yeah, the Shadow Demon and CM combination for Gias did actually do very well in this game. I actually thought they're gonna fall off a bit uh, more, or a bit harder, but they really didn't. They complemented each other very well. And I mean, there was a few very nice saves that we saw from the Shadow Demon and even the CM with that frostbite.
I
So
was actually very impressed with the CM's play, and itemization as well. Blink into a Lotus Orb, it did so much work for them. Unfortunately, obviously, you know, not being able to pull off the game, but it certainly brought them back into it. We actually saw in the fight that they lost, the Bloodseeker actually ruptured himself. So yeah, so I think brilliantly done on the CM there.
no, definitely. What I also did notice from on Vulcan Esports side is that the fact that they went for a lot of targetable items. I mean, we saw the Witch Doctor had eels. Uh, Witch Doctor doesn't really build an eels. He'll rather build a four staff. But I mean, he built the eels. We saw four staff on the Oracle, so they had enough tools to deal with the Lincolns from the Queen of Pain.
Yeah. Joby, do you mind if we quickly just take a look at the Discord setting? I mean the lobby settings.
All right.
So we just need to set it to the series to a best of 3. And we need to set that Vulcan Esports has 1 game under their belt.
Okay, it's best of 10, and I did. Why is it not working? So I think this is correct. Let me just make sure. So Vulcan Esports are sitting on the Radiant side at the moment.
Yes.
Okay, so they have 1 win on their
Alrighty.
side.
Sorry?
They have 1 win on their side so far.
Yeah. So I think we need to do the teams need to switch. Okay, we'll do coin tosses. No, wait, the teams need to switch here, don't they?
Yeah, at the moment, they do need to switch.
Because Vulcan was on the Radiant, Team Vulcan, weren't they?
Yeah, Team
Yes, they were,
Vulcan
because
was on the
Radiant won.
Radiant.
So can you just switch them? I think you, as the host, have an option to do that.
I have the option to do the balance shuffle. There is no switch option at the moment.
Okay. I'll just chat with the teams quickly, and we will sort that out.
No, like I said, unfortunately, I do not. I can only destroy the lobby and I can do a balance shuffle, but there is no switch.
Alrighty, okay, so while the teams do that, we are just going to wait for that. So just so that everyone knows at home, so there was a coin toss at the beginning of game 1, and then game 2 we are switching sides. So we will just need to, in the lobby settings, change it from automatic to manual, and we'll just need to confirm who had Who won the coin toss?
Okay, yeah, now I can do it. Okay, so if I put
Oh,
it,
now, oh,
if I put it to manual, then I can swap the teams.
okay, all right. It does look like the teams did it themselves. We'll just need to set it.
Back to
Who was the
automatic.
starting team?
The starting team, previously it was Gears that picked first, and then Vulcan Esports chose Radiant.
Okay, so we'll just need to switch that. So starting team will be the opposite. So whoever picked first will now be second pick.
Alright, so how do I switch that?
It should be in the lobby settings. You should see starting team or
Okay, okay, let me just put this back to manual, and then starting team will be then, Die will get the first pick then.
yes. So wait, did Vulcan Esports have the first pick, or was it his?
No, Gears got the first pick, so
Okay,
then,
so then yeah, starting team will be Vulcan then.
right, 100%, and then that is all set
Right.
up.
Okay, let's jump into the second game, Joppy. This is Gears versus Vulcan. This is the second match. This is going to be a hype match. It's a best of 3. So can Team Vulcan just clutch it at a 2-0, or is Gears going to take us to game number 3? I think you got Gears as having game 1 in the lobby, which I don't think is correct. Team Vulcan definitely won the first game,
Yeah, no,
so we will just
I do
we'll leave it
apologize.
as is. It's not a problem.
When the
We've had a
teams,
few technical issues today, so
yeah, when the teams did switch, I didn't change it back to the fact that the Dyer got the first game now, so we do
okay, okay.
apologize to our viewers.
Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, with a bit of a shuffles back and forth, but it looks like we are in this game, and just we'll let you guys know the results. If you guys want to know who won game 1, obviously it was Vulcan Esports, but yeah, just let anyone else in chat know if they do ask that question.
Yeah, and then you guys
Um,
can flag this noob host, please.
nah, I think we're doing a good job if I say so myself. But we're jumping into this draft super quickly right now, and it looks like we are going to see the Oracle being banned out. So no more Oracle for the side of Vulcan.
Oof,
And it
Vengeful
looks
Spirit.
like, yeah, we're seeing a Vengeful Spirit come out, Ogre Magi come out. These are very strong supports at the moment,
Yeah.
leaving their drafts very open right now.
I just want to say to Diano, I don't need that new graphics card. I'm sitting with a 1066 gig at the moment, so if you can top that off, please, you can direct message me, lol.
Yeah.
So Vulcan
No,
Esports do get the Lena back again this game.
yeah, I think that's a bit early though. Lena does suffer to a couple heroes. But we'll see what they decide to do. Lena doesn't have to play mid.
Yeah, no,
As much as it is a link hero, they don't have to do it.
yeah.
So there's
I feel like Vulcan Esports are trying to beat Gears around the bush here because that's a Lena in the second phase pick. So automatically Gears are probably going to assume it's going to be a mid Lena, but I mean, I know Peishu King also plays Lena, but Peishu King will probably be playing the Vengeful Spirit though, because
yeah,
Vengeful Spirit is one of his main heroes.
definitely. I think Vengeful Spirit will be taking potentially pos 5. I can't imagine. Does Pastry King play pos 4? I can't remember.
No, Peishu King plays pos 5, yes. He is their
Yeah.
safe lane support.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. So it looks like we are seeing Anti-Mage being banned out, Slark being banned out, and a PL being banned out. So all these hard carries, it seems like teams hate hard carries because we're always 3-6. There's normally 6 hard carries that get banned out in this phase, and they're going to take out the Monkey King again.
So 2 respect bans from Gears already in the Oracle and the Monkey King, but that's
I think
still
that's what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so Oracle did have a lot of life saves in the previous game, but not really have the impact that we've seen in the Legends League so far in the previous game.
You do see that they ban out the Drow on the Vulcan esports side. I thought they might have picked it up on their side, going the leader and the Vengeful Spirit. It looked like a good Drow lineup so far.
It actually does seem to look like a good Drow lineup, but if we take a close look, we do see Superman is still in the pool, and Superman gets picked up by Gears. Ooh.
Yeah.
So
I actually like it here. I think, Ogre Magi with the Sven is actually super rough. Bloodlust is insanely good. And we actually see Beastmaster. Wow, we haven't seen this hero at all in the Legends League tournament. Obviously being quite a good hero with Primal Raw.
Yeah, and just to mention this quickly, Vulcan Esports have a heavy push lineup at the moment. I mean, they have the Vessel Spirit with a wave that does reduce the wave's armor, the Terror Wave. and then Lina goes through the creep wave like a hot knife through butter, and then Beastmaster is an excellent pusher.
Mm.
So you think that Odyssey is going to be playing the Beastmaster though?
I mean, it's definitely pos 3. But we do see a Magnus being picked up. I mean, we've seen quite a lot of Sven Magnuses, and yeah, it makes for some interesting Dota with those RPs into a Sven Ags.
Oof, and there is the
Wow.
Link's hero. That is the Zeus. I mean,
Oof.
yeah, oof. We're gonna see a lot of oofs in this game.
Yeah, we're gonna see an Omega Zeus oof
So
probably coming forward.
I like the Beastmaster pickup against the Sven because Beastmaster has a BKB piercing stun.
Hmm.
So they do have reliable lockdown on the Sven.
Yeah, look, I don't know. Beastmaster, so I like Beastmaster as well. I think it is good going through that Sven's BKB, but I think he will go down if they get the RPs off. So there's no counter initiation or save. They have the Vengeful Spirit swap, but he's still going to potentially, if they get 3-man RP, they can only save one hero. And in fact, it's not even really a save because the Venge will probably still die.
No, that is a fact. But the one thing that I must mention is if you look at the current state of Dota, I mean, we had a heavy, like they call it the Zoo Hero meta the previous time. And if you look at the more higher skills here, to the ancient, divine, immortal bracket, they still favor the Zoo Heroes a lot in those games. And you don't really use.
There seems to be a bit of an echo on stream. Do you have? Are you using speakers?
No, I'm actually using my headphones. I think I'm just gonna put your sound down a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe just do that. It might be picking up through your headset a bit.
Well, then I must have a great headset though. If the sound can be that hard. Can our viewers just let us know if it is fixed? So that means that Mr. Supertramp must talk continuously.
That's fine. I think I do that quite well.
Without breathing.
Yeah, no, I just keep talking, but it looks like we do see Storm Spirit being banned out, and here's using a lot of time in this last ban. They're obviously super worried about, what they're going to pick up as their core here.
Okay, well, do you think Bag is going to be the mid laner or is it going to be the off laner? Because with the Zeus pickup, I'm not really sure if you want to put a Mag up against the Zeus mid. Because Zeus.
No, I think this is definitely an off laner Mag. Juggernaut being picked up, I think Juggernaut's alright against Mag. It's not like the best, but certainly not bad. It's definitely, I mean, it helps them push more. I'm actually not super big fan of Juggernaut right now. They obviously have a BK or a spin piercing stun on Magnus.
No, not only that. Like you mentioned, I'm not really also a big fan of Juggernaut in this current meta, especially versus Sven. Okay, so you can match up with form with the Sven, but if it comes to the late game, Sven has the ability to 3-shot you, where Juggernaut can't really 3-shot a Sven because Sven gets naturally tanky as the game progresses, where Juggernaut has to build tanky items.
The thing is, Omni Slash as well. Let's say you Omni Slash 5 of them. Oh man, we see an Earthshaker being picked up, so they're going for some combo wombos here. But just jumping back to that point, Joppy, is Sven could pop the Warcry, and it actually negates a huge chunk of the Omni Slash.
No, definitely, because
and that's across all the heroes that are getting Omni Slash, pretty much. Long as Sven is there.
Yeah, because he does provide. I think it's 8 armor, 8 or 10, or is it 12?
Yeah. I don't know, but it's around 10 armor, somewhere there.
Yeah, that it
gives... Which is huge physical reduction in damage.
So Paisha King is playing the Lina, so it's going to be a safe lane Lina with the Juggernaut. So they have nice setup for the spin, but not really a lot of killing potential.
The thing is also, Earthshaker is actually good against Juggernaut in lane in that you can never really spin on top of someone because of that fissure.
And
obviously Mag has a way of getting over this fissure as well.
So gonna be
I mean,
fun.
They can definitely obviously itemize and play and win their lanes and stuff, but I'm definitely favoring the side of Pierce for this match. But Vulcan going for some interesting picks here with the Beastmaster.
So I'm actually very excited to see what this Beastmaster is going to bring out in this game. Ooh, let's see if my camera is fixed now. No, my camera is still not fixed. Aye. Okay, so there is a problem there.
Right.
I'm gonna take us through the interruptions quickly.
Awesome stuff.
Okay, so Smiley Face will be playing the Magnus. So Smiley Face is the offlane, so he'll be playing Magnus in the offlane. Actually, no, he's going to go mid with this Magnus.
Ooh,
So it's gonna be
okay. Oh,
Mag versus Link Zeus Murd. Okay, so Smiley Face on the Magnus, Easy Killed on the Lion, Sneaky on the Earthshaker. Coach Crayons will be playing the Sven in the safe lane with the Ogre Magi being played by Wandom. Suda will be taking over the swaps for Team Vulcan in the Vengeful Spirit. Paishu King will be playing Delina. She is going into, well, she's probably going to go into the safe lane. Link will be playing on his notorious Zeus. I mean, we saw what he did in the Costa Cup yesterday with Zeus, so that is definitely a hero that we should watch. Odyssey is playing the Beastmaster, and Sasho Phoenix will be playing the Juggernaut. And already we see initiation going on to Wandom here on the Ogre Magi.
He went down in the last game, but they're not going to be able to get him this time. He is on the tanky Ogre right now.
Oh, and Beastmaster did disconnect, so we get a quick pause. So that was a full mana pool from the Zeus being expended, and they couldn't bring down this Ogre.
Yeah, look, I don't know. It doesn't feel worth it in this game. I liked it when they did it the previous game because obviously, you know, they went on an Ogre. He has a mad base HP regen. So he should actually be fine by the time the laning phase starts. You know, the laning phase is probably like 30 seconds away. So
Do yourself a
yeah. Go for it.
Do yourself a favor and go over to Sneaky on the Earthshaker quickly. You can see that he's actually chameleoned himself into his spray pattern.
Oh man. Just popping out the chicken spray.
There we go.
Coming with the woo.
Coming in with the woo!
But yeah, so it looks like we do have some issues with the Beastmaster, but he should be sorting it out any moment. But yeah, so what do you think about this Magnus mid? I'm a little worried about that. I think it would have been much better if they put him in the safe off lane.
Yeah, no, I feel like they should have put him in the off lane, but the question is, who do they put in the mid lane then?
Yeah, no, that's a challenge. I think you just put Lion mid.
Yeah.
You just put Lion.
Yes, but Lion isn't naturally tanky, and once you get 3 levels into that Thunderbolt...
I know, but how do you...
Or Lightning Bolt.
Mag there either, right?
Well, Mag... See, it's actually difficult. I would have said rather put something like the Ogre in the mid lane, because Ogre naturally has... I mean, he already has 8.5 HP regen. So even if he gets bursted down a little bit, he can still sustain himself in that lane. Plus, we do know that Ignite does a lot of damage, especially if you take the tail
3 regen from the tower, so he's actually only going to have 5.5 regen. But I hear what you're saying. He's the one that can sustain most against the Zeus. I just worry that you know, they're going to sack Mag by sending him mid. I think Mag needs to have a good lane.
I think if Mag prioritizes the shockwave, he can, what is the correct word now? He can secure a farm for himself in that lane. But I do like Mag's hammer. It does make him look badass. So we're gonna check.
It does indeed.
Ooh, yeah, no, that is a badass hammer. I feel like...
I don't even know how he walks around with all that metal on him.
Well, he is... What kind of animal is he? Is he... He can't be a mammoth.
Well, he's like a centaur, but not really the human half. He's just like a full centaur. I don't even know what that would be. Like,
a full centaur.
I don't even know, because centaur's like half horse, half man, but this is like half mammoth, half something else.
No, because
someone knows in chat, like, because there will be lore around Magnus, and there will be lore from Dota 1 as well.
You do seem like you are still a bit soft, so I'm just going to put your sound up a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
Just a tip.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't look like my mic activates when you speak, so I think it is good now.
Alrighty, okay, that's good. I'm just gonna do a bunch of shouting and stuff and talk really loudly, and did that activate your mic?
I can actually just put my headphone sound down, then I can put you a lot louder.
All right, but don't put me too loud. I don't want to blow some people's eardrums.
No, but if I put the sound on my headphones down, then it can't activate onto my mic. Aha.
Alrighty.
Actually, I
Coming in with the
is
plays.
coming in with the plays. I can actually just set my microphone also to my webcam, then you can pick up nothing. Very smart. Follow me on OnlyFans, please. Kidding. What is OnlyFans?
So it looks like he is having internet issues. There is a pause limit of, I think it's 15 minutes, so we will be just making sure that he does come back as soon as he can. And some cheeky tips coming out.
Coming in with a woo!
So we have some in chat saying that Lion will do fine against Zeus mid just because of the mana drain. That is something I didn't think about. And maybe Lion can maybe get an early rain droplets.
Yeah, just to help
to
out a little
offset
bit.
that.
I mean, even an early cloak is also going to help any hero against the Zeus. I never noticed that Vengeful Spirit has bird feet.
It's the set.
Oh, is it the set?
Yeah. I don't think that's normally like that.
I think
But you are right. That is pretty weird.
that is pretty ugly.
Well, I don't know. Like, it depends what you're into, Joff.
Definitely not birds. I know that for a fact.
Oh man, because Vengeful Spirit's actually a spirit, so I'm almost 100% sure that is a cosmetic item.
So if you had to give the best prize for the best cosmetics in this game, which hero would you give it to?
Oh, in this game, let's have a look.
I'd definitely go for the Magnus. This hammer.
I don't know. Let's have a look. Okay, no Juggernaut Arcana, so that's not happening. Lion, don't like Lion's model anyway.
Yeah, Lion.
Shaker.
Lion looks like one of those guys that works in accounting. You know, like if you go somewhere, I have a problem with this and this and this and this. Oh, you should speak to Mr. Garrison. Go to Mr. Garrison. Mr. Garrison is this flabby guy here, sitting with his moves. You're like, what can I help you? He just lacks the glasses.
What are you talking about? Sorry, I think I zoned out, and then you're talking about Mr. Garrison and what?
Yeah, no, I've been watching too many movies.
Okay.
Although I don't really watch movies.
Oh man. But yeah, guys, just a reminder, in fact, there is the start of the Counter-Strike tournament tomorrow, so you guys just tune in for that. That is going to be an exciting tournament as well. I don't know if you guys play Counter-Strike, but it is going to be awesome. There's going to be a bunch of teams playing. It's going to be an elite bracket and an intermediate bracket, similar to how the Dota tournament has been run. So drop some love for that. Follow the channel if you want to get some notifications about that tournament. When we go live, who's playing who, all that jazz. If you just follow the Twitch channel.
And be sure to vote for us for favorite caster by just typing our names in the chat on the Twitch channel.
Just type them correctly though, because otherwise it won't count it. You can. It's Crispy Nanas, Tapper, Joppy, or Super Drum.
No, and it's Yarpi with 2 eyes.
Yeah.
Because there is no eye in team.
But there is 2 eyes in Joppy.
Yeah, well played. Just check how spooky Juggernaut's eyes look. Like he's staring into your soul.
Well, so Juggernaut. That's actually very weird because Juggernaut is supposed to always wear full masks. Because his lore is that he comes from like the Masked Islands or whatever. So I've never ever seen his face. So this is pretty weird. I'm not sure if that's like a part of his mask or it's his actual face.
I'm also not sure, but he is the Juggernaut bitch, so let's not question him.
I don't know. I kind of want to question it because that is actually awesome lore. Yeah. I think it might actually be his head. Maybe it's like a bit of a bug. I don't know.
No, because it is definitely his head. Because if you go a little bit down, you can see it is part of his head. So now we know how his eyes look.
I was looking at the hat, and it doesn't look like it's actually attached to his head. So maybe it's just a visual bug, or at least on my side might be.
Yeah, well, his arm was also not attached to his body, though.
Oh, Gaben, come on, fix this. Fix this. What is this?
Let me
Okay,
just
look at that shoulder blade.
let's go check what my settings are doing.
Okay, what's happening with the... I think this pause has been... Yeah.
Yeola. Maybe it's gonna look a lot better now. Okay, no, not really. Not really. I'm sorry guys, I'm just playing around with my settings quickly. Poof, poof. 2. And that is basically it. Oh, it does look very bad now. So it does look like he is on his way back in.
Yeah. No, he is currently online on Steam, so we're just waiting for him to connect. It has been a bit long, but yeah, I mean the other team is happy with waiting, so not a problem right now.
Yeah, now unfortunately my data is looking horribly. I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying to fix this quickly. My data is set to maximum FPS. Oh, there we go, that's much better. Yeola, yeola. Akpo! I'm so sad that I couldn't level my battle pass in this current game, or in this current season, because there's so many stuff that I wanted, and I unfortunately couldn't
I don't
get.
know. I didn't. Sorry, I'm just checking what's happening. Okay, there we go. It looks like he is back in the game. Awesome stuff.
And
So
it does
it looks like we're going to be
disconnect
ready to go.
immediately again.
Oh,
Ooh. Oof. Okay, so.
someone's saying it's the mask underneath the mask for Rona.
Nice, Mr. Lucifer. Arch Lucifer, I do apologize.
Alrighty, so it looks like that he isn't Dodo, he's just struggling to reconnect.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Yes, but this max set looks intense.
So I think we are approaching that 50-minute pause timer. It is obviously up to the enemy team, though, at that point, if they want to keep waiting. Otherwise, they will have to play 4v4 if that time limit is exceeded.
4v5. Could be in bed. Could be. Oh, I love the friendly banter going on between these guys.
Hmm.
Oh, this is why it looks so bad. There we go. There we go. Much better. So from a moment I couldn't understand why my data is still showing pixelated. But yeah.
Oh man, I want to get some more Dodo on the go.
Definitely. I actually just wanted to ask you, so how do you feel this ogre Sven Lane is going to go up against the mag? Against the mag. Against the Beastmaster pseudo on the Vengeful Spirit. I mean, they have a lot of right click damage on the side of Vulcan Esports. I mean, Beastmaster's boars you do get a lot of value out of it in the lane. And the boars do not pull aggro from the creeps.
Yeah.
So that is something that you can just put onto that ogre, but ogre actually can fight the ball, though. Ogre does have a lot of regen, but that slow is going to help them a lot.
I think they should be alright. It's not, I don't know. It's not ideal. Obviously, Ogre should be fine. I'm more worried about this Fen. That's going to be a bit of a challenge.
Good. Beastmaster has reconnected now. I see Vengeful Spirit did pick up a ring of regen. Poof. Oh, and they have sort everything out.
Like
So
he
this game is
moving
underway.
around, so things should be smooth and we should be underway.
Go when ready after the game is unpaused. Oh, now Magnus has a pause. So, what is
I think
happening
he's
now?
just pausing to. Oof, I don't know why.
Sorry, Ogre was gone.
What?
Yes.
Okay, it looks like we should be underway now. It looks like the teams are going. There is a spin from this Juggernaut, but he is actually getting gone on here. Are they going to be able to... There's not a lot of damage coming from Earthshaker line right now, but they're just actually right-clicking him, just forcing him under tower.
Yeah, and it is often Earthshaker. So Earthshaker did opt to go for the Enchanted on first. I think that is probably to steal a few cheeky denies on the Juggernaut.
Definitely for the range last hits and denies. So we'll see how that pans out. Looks like Magnus should be alright. There is a... does see Link did go for the Arc Lightning. Now, Arc Lightning did get nerfed, if I'm not mistaken, and people normally go the Lightning Bolt now with the static field.
Yeah, definitely. He did take the Arc Lightning because it was a much faster spam to try and take down the Ogre for the first blood, but unfortunately they couldn't get it.
Yeah.
But already Ogre's sitting on 7 armor, level 1 in the and that is from under his tower, so he gets armor from under his tower also. So
Yeah.
Already very strong lane. Or very strong hero to be in this lane. He can take the right clicks, as we see. He's tanking all the damage for the Sven at the moment. The Sven is just taking the last hits.
I like what the Venge has done here. Gone for Wave of Terror level 1 so they can actually do damage to this Ogre. Who's sitting on 7 armor.
Yeah,
and obviously the Wave level 1 does do -3 armor, so definitely going to help in terms of harassing him down.
Oh, and that is a range creep deny from Odyssey, but they do deciding on the spin. They do have the slow on the spin, but that is the Ogre throwing out the ignite to get a stun onto Odyssey, and Odyssey gets down very low and he will go down.
Yeah, looking very strong. I was a little worried for this lane, but they're just proving that it's a bit of a worry for the Beastmaster and the Venge.
Yeah, Beastmaster just overextending a little bit there. I think he thought he was a lot stronger than he really is. He's only sitting on 2 armor at the moment.
Yeah.
So should watch out for those right clicks from the Sven. Sven does hit pretty hard though. He has 76 base damage at level 3.
Yeah, and has got points in cleave, and that cleave is pure damage, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, cleave is pure damage. So
yeah,
should just be careful. But even if he struggles a little bit in this lane, he can leave the lane to the Vengeful Spirit and he can go to the bush. He does have the tools for it.
100%. So if we look at mid lane, it does look like Magnus is actually having a good lane here.
Okay, so Zeus has expended a lot of his mana just to secure the last hits, because that is always going to be a problem with the Zeus against a Magnus, is the fact that Magnus does have more base damage than him and a better attack animation. But Zeus is going to pick up a quick 111 gold on a ward he's going to deward.
Yeah,
so
pretty good, and gets his bottle as well, so gonna have that sustain. Obviously there is no rune until 4 minutes, so he won't be able to refill that until then.
Well, he does have a clarity in his backpack, so we'll be able to get his mana up to a bit where he can still farm, but unfortunately just couldn't get that range creep last hit.
At least it wasn't denied.
At least it wasn't denied, so he got the XP. So, but Mag was opting to rather to take a last hit than to deny the range creep.
Yeah. So Magnus, it looks like we are seeing initiation onto this Beastmaster again. It looks like Sven is the blocks though from Venge doing a lot of work here to save this Beastmaster once again.
Oh, and Beastmaster is regenerating up at the moment, but they could actually potentially try and turn back onto. Oof. Oh, they're just going to sell
on Beastmaster though. That's a very weird item.
Well, I think that he decided that he's probably going to have to go into the World Access for farm. But there's unfortunately Ignite onto the Beastmaster. He's slowed up, and there's going to come out Stormhammer from the Sven, and that is a dead Beastmaster.
And that's Coach Crayon's having 2 early kills. Well, I suppose he got an assist on the 1. But 2 kills onto Beastmaster in this lane. That's not good. You don't want Sven to have this kind of a lane.
No, definitely. I feel like they should maybe put the swap the lanes up, put the Venge in the safe lane, and then bring down the Lina to the bot. She does have a bit more reach. But they did initiate onto Earthshaker, did bring him down. Oops. Did bring him down to 35% HP. So, well played. That gives it a much easier lane for the jungle at the moment. He's sitting at level 4, but only 2 last hits behind the opponent carry. So, not doing too bad in this lane. Oh, Beastmaster disconnects again.
Flip.
Who's Flip?
Man.
He owes me money.
Who's Flip? I think it's Beastmaster. You're going to have to go find him and get him back into this Dota game.
Oh, so you can pay back the money.
You pay back the money, Beastmaster.
Oh. So the first rune did unfortunately go to the Magnus, who also has a bottle. He got an illusion rune. So that is way unfortunate for Zeus. But it is almost 500 runes, so Zeus is probably going to go pick up that rune now. Also sitting with 900 gold in the bank. Do you think he's going to go to 3 Mantle Intelligence gold that you normally go on his Zeus just to get that extra almost a damage reduction? Amplification spell, damage amplification?
Alrighty, so it looks like he is unable to play, so they can play this 4v5, unfortunately.
Yo, this is rough. So they're going to forfeit this game and then probably go into the next game.
Yeah.
I think that is the best option.
That is up to the teams. Unfortunately, that is actually a bit disappointing. But unfortunately, he just seemed like he was unable to play this game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw him twice where he was just a bit too overextended. And I mean, that's probably because of the lag. Could be. I don't know. It would be really sad if Vulcan Esports had to forfeit this game and they could not continue anymore.
Okay, so it looks like they're gonna try 4v5. Unfortunately, there can't be a remake with a sub. The match has begun. So unfortunately, that is how it's going to have to play out. It does look like they are going to give it a bash, but it is going to be extremely difficult. I think that's maybe why we saw him dying in this lane quite a bit.
Is it the fact that he was lagging and he couldn't control his hero? But what we must not throw away is the fact that they are playing a 4v5, so they are going to get gold advantage once this abandons. This Beastmaster abandons.
So I don't think that's how it works in lobby matches.
So
I don't think you get that. I'll have to just get clarification on that. But I think that's only pubs, and we do see Lina going down. Just bringing him down very quickly.
Okay, so they say I must make Super Champ a little bit louder.
Alright, and just a bit of the in-game volume, so...
I am doing that quickly.
Not a problem.
Unfortunately, I am the cameraman also.
I don't know if you want to set that one to max, but it should be fine. Just let us know in chat, obviously, about the sound quality. We are just streaming off a new setup, so it is a bit of a challenge to get all the settings 100% right. I think I hear echo. I don't know if you can just double check that.
Well, I do not see my mic activating when you talk, so if there is an echo, then it should be coming from the game then. But okay, you are muted.
Yeah, it might be my side. I'm just hearing that, but it looks like, so this game's going to be a bit of a challenge being 4v5. I don't know how they'll be able to actually pull this off, because Fen should have a free game right now.
No, they did put Lina in that lane with Pseudo, so just to try and take this win. I mean, there's the reason we were talking about, and already Lina dishing out a lot of damage at the descent, but we see the Ogre just standing there and, hitting her, bashing her in the face. Like, what are you doing? Leave my Sven alone.
I mean, Lina should be able to actually harass this Sven pretty hard in this lane, so maybe a good decision from them.
Yeah, no, but that does leave the Juggernaut to be alone against Earthshaker and a Lion. And I mean, that's double stun on him. That's not really a lane that he wants to play.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 100%. Quite difficult for them. We do see the jelly being picked up by Juggernaut. He's probably going to give, yes, he does give one to Zeus. Zeus does run all the way to the shop to go pick up his arcane boots. Funny, I would have thought he would stay in lane and send his courier to the secret shop.
On what hero is this?
On the Zeus. Zeus ran all the way to the secret shop, missed a creep wave under his tower, just to go pick up the arcane boots.
Oof. But Arcane Boots is good. He hasn't finished his Null Talisman yet, though, and I think he needs that spell amp. And also doesn't have any points in static field, so he's not outputting that damage that would bring down the mag.
Sure, yeah, no, and as we saw, the mag gave him 2 shots and was almost 50% of his HP gone. So difficult lane for
maxed out in power right now.
Yeah, difficult lane for Zeus at the moment. Top tier 1 did go down because Juggernaut was not in the lane. He did opt to rather farm the bush instead of sitting in that lane because that lane is a horrible lane to be in now.
Yeah. Alrighty, so it does look like Juggernaut has got his level 6 up. Zeus does have his level 6 up. Unfortunately, they are getting a bit run at in their jungle here, but...
No, and Lina is unfortunately on the wrong side of this team fight because they can just turn back to her now and she... Okay, well, she does get us. They do activate...
There's a rotation from Zeus and they actually bring down the Sven. But it looks like Wandom should be able to get out of here. There's no more mana on Link. So just 1 kill for them, but committing most of their heroes to this.
Oh, and that is going to be the mid-tier 1 tower also down because of the rotation, because Zeus did TP down there, so they know that Zeus...
We are seeing the Venge, though, coming in to stop this, but Venge needs to be careful, doesn't have any mana, and there is a mag and an Earthshaker here, and in fact, they're going on him. There is the fissure coming out, the stun does come out, but it looks like Suda is potentially going to go down. The last hit comes through from Smiley Face.
Oh, so they're feeling this 4v5 already pretty hard. But we do see the Venge Illusion just chasing down.
Oh man, Earthshaker almost went down there to the last tower hit, but it looks like it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, and this gives the Juggernaut the ability to just free farm. He did opt to go for the Massacre Bandits build just to accelerate his farm a little bit. I think that is the best for him because he needs a way to accelerate his farm early in the game.
Alrighty, so it looks like there apparently is no in-game sound coming from the stream. Guys, unfortunately that is something we are trying to sort out. It is a bit of a challenge to figure it out on the fly, but we definitely will try and figure it out for you guys. But as long as you can hear us, that's the big thing, right?
No, in-game sound.
Yeah, so I think it might just be something that is the way your desktop audio works.
Okay, because I can hear the in-game sound on my side. Is it
do you
fixed
mind
now?
just doing me a favor and going to your settings and just checking your video settings and make sure that what is it? I think borderless window.
It is on borderless window.
Alright, okay, then I'm not 100% sure on that, but it looks like we are actually seeing some action, so if we just want to jump back in, it looks like they're actually just going to jump onto this Lina, and it looks like Ogre might be going down, but he does pop the... Oh, he does end up going down, and they might actually still go in this. That's Sven ult. Are they going to find someone that you get the stun onto Venge? And it looks like he might be going down. Does have a stun, but he gets stunned up, and the finger coming through. But, oh man, there's still more heroes here, and it looks like there is an Omnislash coming through, getting a bunch of them down. They bring down the Sven and the Earthshaker, so yeah, so some good trades for them.
Oh, definitely. That is a 2-for-3 trade, actually, going in the end. The gold advantage was 3k, did go back to 1k now, just because of those 3 kills that they got, especially the one, the Sven. Sven did have did have value on him. Not a lot, but the most value on his side of the team so far. So very well played to Vulcan Esports. Very good rotations, and I mean, that is a quick kill that was given to the Juggernaut. So that gives Juggernaut just that bit of edge closer to his battlefield, because we see that is what he's going for next.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I think, they just need to shove out waves. They've got the extra hero advantage, so they need to abuse that. Taking the fights is a bit of a challenge because they still have an XP advantage because, when there's only 4 heroes on the map, you can get solo XP wherever you want, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we will see how they can use that. I think it looks like they actually want to go in this Lina. Lina should be able to go down here. The stun comes through, and Sven picks up that kill on Pastry King.
Oh, that is Sven just diving under tower, just making sure that they get that kill.
I mean, he's level 8. He's got a bunch of strength. Why not?
So Zeus did opt to go for the Blink Dagger instead of getting the Knob Talismans. So he feels like he does do a lot of magical damage at the moment. No points in the static field as of yet. Just looking for a few D-wards.
Oh man, looks like Venge is in the wrong neighborhood. They actually get the kill. So much damage coming through from the Sven and the Mag. Yeah, things looking a little rough. Obviously, it is kind of expected. They are down a hero. And they take down that tier 1. Obviously, they're just trying to get up that farm, get that Battle Fury up on Juggernaut. He has got his mask, though, so he should be able to farm reasonably quickly.
Yeah, I feel in situations like this, I think it's better that Vulcan Esports should just call the game and, get their sub in and play the third game with the sub.
Because it's always tough to just give up a game, though, so I kind of understand why they want to play it out. Obviously, you don't want to just go to a 1-1 scenario.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately for the offlaner, he had net issues.
It looks like it might be the case, though, because this game is snowballing a bit out of their control right now.
Yeah, the thing is, they don't really have, like you say, the sufficient heroes to commit to the lanes. As we do realize, Gears does realize that they have the hero advantage, so they're just going to play in the dire jungle and stop the Juggernaut from farming, and that is not really something that you want to be happening in this game, especially when you're a man down.
Definitely. They need to abuse, like you mentioned, their enemy jungle, cut off their farming spaces, use your number advantages. Obviously, you can leave a hero to just farm and fight 4v4, essentially. It does look like Lina is trying to get away from this Mag, but Mag is actually spotting out. It does spot that Lina didn't actually leave. But goes for the TP, and Mag will just go back to farming, potentially. He does throw out the scan, though.
Yeah, does miss the scan. Just misses the scan with it, Lina TPing out. So very well played from Lina. Because that Mag does have his Echo Saber, and he is doing a lot of damage at the moment. Ooh, but they do get a stun up on the Venge mid lane, but there is a Zeus sitting behind him. He does throw down a Thunderbolt, and that's a lot of damage onto this Lion.
Yeah, unfortunately, Lion is in a dodgy position. Throws out the ulti and almost brings down the Venge, but it looks like Ogre's going to pay for it because he turned and tried to finish off the Venge. And there's the Laguna Blade just finishing that kill.
Oh, that's a double kill for the Lina. So already we're seeing the power of Lina in this game also.
Yeah, look, Lina outputs so much damage with, even just having a couple levels. We're seeing an interesting build from Sven, though. He's actually decided to only go 1 point in his cleave. I'm not sure if that's necessarily the best idea.
Yeah, well, it's because the Warcry does give the bonus armor, and the Wave of Terror does remove the armor. So he's just trying to help his team get up a little bit tankier. We did see the Earthshaker pick up a DD and then just jump onto that poor Lina. She stood no chance, because he currently has level 4 in his taunted them, so that is a 1.4k crit that he dishes out.
Yeah.
No, sorry, that's a 1k crit, yeah.
So we see the Blink Dagger being picked up on this Earthshaker. He has actually got DD and Phase Boost, so he's going to output a lot of physical damage. But I don't think they're actually looking for kills right now.
No, well, they do possess a bit of map control, although Juggernaut is still farming safely inside his own jungle. So
but we do see the Blink Dagger just getting picked up by this Magnus. They can potentially look for kills here. He is pretty farmed right now, sitting with Echo Saber and Blink.
That's a lot of heroes.
He spots out a career in here. Does he see it? He does actually see it, and he goes for it. That was actually a piece of the Juggernaut's
Battle Fury.
Battle Fury, yeah.
No, that is the Ring of Help. So, Korea down for 2 minutes. He's probably would have been able to finish the Battle Fury before that 2 minutes. But with these two, a 5-man just going down mid, and they do delete the poor Vengeful Spirit. But Zeus dishes out the damage.
They do end up picking up that kill onto
the
Earthshaker. I'm not sure what ticked him down there, because he did initially survive all the burst damage.
Well, he did take a few tower hits, though. And Zeus does have... Oh, so he does have 1 value point in static field so far. They do spot out the ogre. They do miss the stun, but they still continue chasing. And I don't think they should chase because there is still RP up on the Magnus.
I would like to see them aggressively use this Magnus ulti though, because they haven't actually shown the power of Mag, and he is sitting with a lot of damage right now. And we're actually seeing that the Sven is going for Ags next, so that's a huge power spike for them. They definitely could teamfight when that item comes out. So we'll see how they decide to use that.
My camera is glitching out completely.
Alright, what's going on?
Well, it just goes into it chooses a direction and it just runs to that direction for some reason.
Alright, I'm not sure why it's doing that. Looks like we saw initiation onto Juggernaut. They did pick up the kill to get the screw onto Lina. This could be Lina going down as well, but Zeus is here to potentially get a return kill, but looks like they're not going to get it.
Now, opt to rather not fight this. Game sound is there just soft. Because then I'm just going to have to put the game sound up just a little bit more.
So I don't think that is the game sound is actually coming through at all. So, but it looks like we're seeing an initiation onto the Zeus, and it's actually the Venge, and they're actually going to get him. It looks like the Blink Earthshaker is just going to pick that up, and in fact they're looking for more here, having these Blink daggers up.
Oh, they do spot out the Zeus. They do get a stun on the Zeus, but unfortunately there's no blink on the Earthshaker, so he couldn't utilize the blink. Utilize the blink and get an extra chain stun onto that Zeus. So Zeus will just run through his base to back to safety.
See Laguna Blade onto the Ogre, but he's just attacking the Zeus ult. He must have been screaming in Discord for the Zeus ult, but it did come through for him there.
Zeus ult now. So Juggernaut will have his Battle Fury finished up now. He does have the gold for it. He's sending his courier back to the Secret Shop to go pick up that.
Hopefully it doesn't die now. That would be a bit of a challenge.
Well,
he is running there though, so
yeah, and there are heroes around there to just make sure that he doesn't lose that Battle Fury again. Because if at this moment the Sven is just completely free farming, there's nobody that can go up against him.
Yeah, he's almost got that Aghanim Scepter, which is going to be so scary. I don't see how they can potentially deal with this. Obviously they do have a couple stuns to potentially stop that, but they don't have the Yules on the Lina yet, which is possibly the best way right now to deal with it.
Well, she's 30 gold away from it, so she does almost have it. But I like how Gears is playing this now. Just keeping them close to their base.
Yeah.
Because they know that they can't really take a 4v5 team fight. And I feel Vulcan esports should actually try and split them up, but it's so difficult. Especially when you have a Magnus who is...
No, it's a bit of a challenge. I mean, look at this. They can't go into their jungle. They can't go into the triangle. This is looking a little rough for them. There's a 10k gold lead deficit. Unfortunately, obviously, having one less hero is you're going to see that gold issue come into play.
Okay, so now there is fog completely everywhere. Okay, no, sorry, I fixed it. So... a lot of problems with my camera. It's so sensitive now. If I just touch it, it wants to run away.
Right, but we're seeing the actual initiation onto the Juggernaut. He got chain stunned there and just brought down. Yeah, so things looking a little rough.
Definitely, and that's the problem with them not having the Beastmaster, because Beastmaster does also provide that extra lockdown just to help in case somebody gets initiated on. I mean, there's actually 5 stuns on the side of Gears, so they have a lot of stuns that they can just put off.
Well, I think more than 5, right? Sven stun, Linus 2, so that's 3, 4 from Mag, 5 from Ogre, and then obviously all the stuns from Earthshaker. Oh man, they certainly went for all out on the stuns. Stuns wins games, I suppose.
No, definitely, especially in this type of game.
I would like to see them potentially go for a Roshan, and then just go high ground. Because they have the Sven Ags, he's got his 3 points in cleave now. But the Echo Slam coming through, they do pick up one, but the swap is there just to get him back. But it looks like the RP coming through, they do end up bringing down, they bring down the Magnus and they bring down 4 heroes there. The Zeus the Sven just not being there, wow.
No, unfortunately, feeling the fact that the Sven was there, so that was a great fight for them to take. They do have a lot of damage coming from the Zeus. Zeus does have 2 points in the static field, plus he has full arc lightning and full lightning bolt. So had the ability to just position himself to dismantle that team fight. I mean, that was the initiation from the Earthshaker, but
yeah, they only caught one with the Echo Slam and one with the RP, and then just getting taken down from there.
So Vulcan Esports do create this into a mid push. They do take the tier 1 tower mid, and now they're just going to go into the enemy's bush and just farm that quickly up. Sven does have his scepter up, but opting not to go for the BKB. But if you look at Sven's HP, did he lose that HP from Zeus?
I think he's been losing it from the camps because he has no life still right now.
Oh, okay, that is true.
So, because he did farm all the way through there and just took an ancient camp. But he did lose a chunk from the Zeus ult, but it definitely wasn't that much, I don't think.
Okay, but does the static field, it only works in 1,000 AoE range if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it definitely didn't hit him. He was very far away. It looks like, Shaker just blinking away just in time. They do have Blink Dagger on Lion now as well, which is quite interesting.
So that is 3 blinks.
Yeah, that is 3 blink stuns, and they're almost all instant. In fact, the only one that isn't instant is Sven's stun.
No, but yeah, Sven does have Superman now, so they should be wary. He is with the team now. They don't think they want to lose another team fight. Zeus does have his ulti up in 7 seconds, so I don't think this high ground push will be such an easy high ground push, even with the Sven, because Sven does have no BKB, so he's gonna take a lot of damage.
Yeah, they might need to back out of here. Get the BKB finished on Magnus. Go get Roshan. You've got another tier 2. In fact, we do see the pings coming for that. But they need to move back together here, otherwise they're going to lose a couple heroes potentially.
No, definitely. I mean, we just saw how difficult it was for them to fight into that tier 3.
Yeah.
But this line just a bit too forward. Oh,
what is he doing? Get out of there! He like oh man, he's making me nervous there.
I actually thought he's going to get initiated on now.
Well, we see that the Earthshaker is still hanging around here. I'm not sure what he's waiting for. I don't think he should go for this kill. He's going to actually blink with the spinners there. You need to run, my dude. There's the whole team from Team Vulcan sitting in the mid lane.
No, and he should actually be wary of what they do now, because if they lose another team fight, they are 11k gold here, but that's only because the Sven was free from the whole time. But if they lose another team fight now, that's just going to be more value to the Juggernaut. I mean, Juggernaut is more than halfway through to his Manta style, so he's also getting pretty farmed up so far.
But I see Sven has got Daedalus up, and they have got BKB up on the Magnus, so I think their timings are coming through. So this might be a bit of a challenge. There is a spin on mid, but Lion does have Blink up. So,
and they're still just keeping Team Vulcan inside the base. Unfortunate that this is the kind of data that we have to watch at the moment.
Yeah, unfortunately, one of the players leaving is always tricky. We're seeing an initiation from Sneaky on the Earthshaker. I'm not sure if these plays are a little scary because you never know who's behind the Juggernaut.
Oh, when do you see a counter smoke coming from Juggernaut Arena, they want to go on this Earthshaker. So
they have the Zeus Ags.
So bringing down that Earthshaker, so that is a very nice cheeky kill quickly there. Earthshaker unfortunately didn't stand a chance with the Eels. And looking good. That was definitely looking good. So these are the kind of plays that we should see, especially from a team that is a player down. That Zeus Axe pickup is going to help them a lot in the team fights now. I do believe that if you put on Nimbus, the shock it does also trigger the static field.
It will, but I think you need Zeus there.
Yeah, Zeus needs to be in the vicinity. So they do catch out the Ogre also. Swapping into a Luna Blade.
They need to group up and play as 5, unfortunately. This sort of like aggressive plays they're making on their own isn't going to work. They need to pull off these RPs with the Sven stuns.
Yeah, and now Lion is also very close to out of position, but it does fortunately blink out. Looks like Vulcan Esports coming in with the woo!
Indeed. But yeah, this is still a challenge. They are 13k gold behind, and obviously Sven is getting to that point of being raid boss, and they are going to be picking up this Roshan. They should be able to do this uncontested. I don't think the side of Vulcan will come out for this.
Now, I think they do realize that Gears is in the rotational pit, but opting not to try and fight that because they are going to fight into the RP and they are going to fight into an Echo Slam.
Yes.
So, but that is rushed down. It will probably go to the Sven. Yeah, Sven does put away his bracer and he picks up the Aegis. So this might potentially turn into a high ground push now.
Yeah, I think it can. I think they need to group up though. They still are split up. I know they want to push out these lanes, but I think now is the time. Their lanes are pushing in. They've got all their items. In fact, they should have the Daedalus as well for this push if he just wants to quickly grab that.
What is going on with this camera?
Alright. So we heard some weird stuff there, but it looks like it is a Daedalus being picked up. So that is insane amounts of damage coming from him. So if they can get this RP, they can get huge kills super quickly. And if we look at the buybacks, I think they might have a couple buybacks here though. They do have on only the Venge actually.
Now, unfortunately,
So that's a bit of a challenge. This might be the perfect timing for them to go. It looks like they are grouped up, but can they get that initiation though?
well, it looks like they are looking for the initiation, but what I like about Team Vulcan is they're actually positioning the areas very well not to get caught in the RP. So they are close by to make sure that if there is initiation that they can help out, but they're also not too much grouped up so that they can be caught out. So we do spin going high ground.
Throughout the stun, they actually catch the Venge, but the Nimbus comes out and Lion is there. He is deep in the fight. It looks like Sven is actually going down, and potentially a couple other heroes. There is a BKB popped. It looks like they're splitting them up so well not to get these RPs off. It looks like Sven is going to come through. The Echo Slam comes through. They bring down one, but Magnus goes down to this Juggernaut. Man, oh man, but they just can't bring down this Juggernaut. He's doing so much damage right now.
Yeah, this Juggernaut's just mauling them down. I mean...
Yeah, and in fact they're going to lose another one. That is a team wipe for two. Only 2 kills. And that was Aegis.
Yo. That is a buyback coming from Venge though, but well played to Team Vulcan. I mean, they stood their ground there.
Yeah. They did such a good job to disperse. They just didn't group up. And like the Earthshaker and the Magnus, they just didn't know what to do because they were like literally split up. They were only going to get 1-man RPs and 1-man Echo Slams.
So my question now is, do you feel like Gears will still be able to win this game? Because Vulcan Esports are taking these fights inside the base, and they know that if Gears wants to win, they have to come into the base. And I mean, that is where Vulcan Esports are the strongest at the moment. So even though they're playing Turtling Dota, they're winning the fights. That was a 3k gold swing going back to Team Vulcan just from that.
Yeah, look, they're still going to be behind in gold. I think...
Yeah, they're always going to be behind in gold.
Just need to sort out their team fights. I think their team fights are a bit discoordinated right now. So... Yeah, I think look, the initiations are being a bit all over the place, you know. I think obviously it's a good thing, you know, Vulcan are doing a good job to make that happen. But at the end of the day, they still have this RP and the Sven. So, you know, he's gonna get BKB next. So we'll see what happens. And obviously BKB would have been so good for him there, because they controlled him in that fight from the word go. I mean, he initiated onto the Venge, and he only just got that kill. And then he was controlled up from that point on.
No, I think that fight showed definitely that Sven does need his BKB. He is building towards the BKB because they disabled him with the BKB and then they could get the lockdown on him and take him down. So definitely needs the BKB. Vulcan Esports are strong at this moment, even though they are a bit down on gold, but that's not because they're one hero down.
Oh, that is so cheeky. This just ult and pops Nimbus and it instantly brings down the Lion.
The poor Lion.
Yeah.
So now is actually the correct time to take a fight. We do see that Mag is invis at the moment, and the tips come out once more.
You know, the RP is committed, but there is a spin though. Can they actually stop this? It looks like they might actually be able to do this. They just need a bit more damage. The Omni Slash is there, and he is actually just destroying heroes. He brought down that Magnus without even like a second thought. And in fact, Sven looks like he's in a lot of trouble here. Is he going to be able to get out here? He should pop Warcry. He does pop it. He should maybe even pop his ulti and potentially just turn. It looks like they're not going to be able to spot him. He is going to be able to... Oh no! They cancelled the TP! He's actually going down. That is not good for them right now.
And that is going to turn into a mid push for Juggernaut. There is a lot of buybacks on the side of Gears, so they do realize that there is no Nimbus and there's going to be no Thunder God
Mm.
Wrath. So if they buy back, it will be a difficult team fight. But I mean, this Juggernaut just going ham on everybody. I mean,
Yeah, and he's actually got Ags, and he's sitting with 3.6k gold in the bank. 3.7 actually.
see, and that's what I also like that Vulcan Esports did, is the fact that they made sure that every farm that came into, I mean, even though they're playing Turtling Dota, every farm that came into their base went to the Juggernaut, so that they can get the Juggernaut up, because I mean that is their win
100%.
condition.
They almost got him there with the RP, but unfortunately, that spin came out just in time. He's been super clutch with those spins as well.
No, definitely. I mean, as soon as he sees them, I mean, when he got vision of the Magnus, he spun immediately because he knew a Blink RP was on the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this Juggernaut pick actually proving to be a very good pick against this team.
Yeah. Look, I still am worried slightly. Obviously, Juggernaut doing so much, having level 25, just picking up Ags, and in fact, we see a Zeus ult.
No, I mean, just.
Oh, in fact, looks like they might even try going this Juggernaut if they rotate a couple more heroes here.
No, they do rotate more heroes, but Juggernaut does realize that he is out. And I like the fact that they got a deep ward up on Radiant's side. You know, just to scout out where are the heroes going. We have been seeing Gears playing most of the game on the Dire side of the jungle, on the other side of the river. But I mean, they know for a fact that they can't just push in with their 5 heroes versus 4, because they are 7k gold down from where they used to be. I mean, they were 14k ahead, they're only 7k ahead now, so it looks like Juggernaut is starting to run away with this game.
Yeah, look, I think we'll see what happens. I think the side of Gears do need to be worried about losing another fight. But they are doing the right thing now. Get your items, you've got time, don't just throw it away. Obviously they do have buybacks, but they don't want to give away more farm. And in fact, they don't even have to play on their side of the map, because look at Team Vulcan right now. They're just not leaving, and they're not even, the side of Gears are just farming on 5 heroes. I mean, if you look at this Ogre, he's got a Midas. He's already got an Aether Lane. He's going for pipe. So, I mean, they clearing in camps like you can't believe with this Magnus and Sven and even Earthshaker.
Yeah, and that potential Midas multicast proc also. But I mean,
and we're seeing a BKB on the Earthshaker coming out, as well as a potentially BKB in the next couple of moments for the Sven as well. So that's a lot of BKBs and a lot of 10-second BKBs.
Yeah, I feel like Juggernaut would actually also opt to get a BKB in this game. It will negate the stun from the Earthshaker and the damage coming out from the Earthshaker and the damage that the Ogre Magi and the Lion also dishes out onto him. I mean, he isn't really a natural tank hero, but he is sitting with 4.6k in the bank, and we're wondering what he's going to do with it.
Yeah. I mean, he's obviously saving for buyback, but he could definitely, they're just popping a couple of Zeus ults to see where they are. Obviously they're not going to push from Team Vulcan, from Gears' side. They can use this time to get some farm, and it looks like Lion, they're going to try and bring him down, but Magnus just there to soak up the damage and destroy the Nimbus.
No. Unfortunately for Zeus, he couldn't get that cheeky kill on Lion like he did previously. So
not again. But it looks like, look at this Magnus. He's actually almost got Daedalus as well. So if one RP onto, let's say, 2 heroes is probably good enough, because the damage from Sven and even just Magnus is probably enough.
No, definitely. I mean, both these heroes have Daedalus now, so if they can get a nice RP, they can just destroy whoever is caught inside the RP. I'd actually like to see Juggernaut go for a almost said Battle Fury, a Butterfly, just to give him that extra bit of evasion. But I mean, Butterfly is still a counterable item with MKB, so.
Well, they don't have great MKB carriers on the side of Gears, but you could see a Mag or a Sven potentially going it. It's not great. We do see Roche is going to be spawning in the next couple of moments. They have actually popped a courier in here, and they are going to destroy the Nimbus. So just waiting for that. They do have all the BKBs they need, and they actually have almost got a pipe as well. So I mean, if we look at it, they're back up to 12k net worth, and it seems to be growing as the game just progresses without these team fights.
Yeah, but every time they get this huge margin lead in the team fights, during when there's not a fight, and as soon as they fight, then they lose the fight and they lose that net worth. So,
Yeah.
is it really such a great idea to build up so much unreliable gold and then just to give it away?
Look, I think, they were waiting for Roshan, they were waiting for BKB, so I think it's alright. Obviously they've picked up the key items. Roshan has spawned, they do spot it out. So, yeah, so I think they're doing the right thing.
Okay, but now that Juggernaut does have a scepter, I mean, he can use the Swift Slash on something like a lion, and I mean he's definitely going to kill the lion within that Swift Slash.
Look, I think if he gets RP'd or stunned, he just dies potentially. So they do need to be careful of that. They throw the numbers, but they're just going to instantly kill it. But those are quick cooldowns. But it looks like they're actually taking a this Roshan. So we'll see what they can do here, though.
Yo, if Juggernaut could Omni Slash in that rush, but now.
Yeah, it would probably be GG if that was the case. But it looks like they get the Roche and they get the Aegis and Cheese. So we'll see what they can do with this now.
No. And Venture does have her 4-stop, so they do have a bit of tools to deal with the heroes just jumping onto Vulcan Esports. But, Vulcan's just resorting back to farming. They know that they can't really win the fights now, so let's just outfarm them.
Well, I think we will see them push. I'm assuming they're just getting HP back from that Roche fight. It does look like Coach Crayons has gone back into the fountain to pick up that HP and should probably be going back shortly. We do see there's a DD there, so this Sven could become. I mean, he could just one-shot any hero pretty much if he picks that up and gets a crit.
No, and with his BKB right now, he can fight. They do not have any tools to lock him down. He does also have a Havoc armor. Should be wary. He should be careful not to get Omni Slashed, because an Omni Slash does do a lot of damage, and he can't really negate it.
And just speaking of that gold, we're actually seeing it jump up to 18k gold lead right now. So definitely, maybe they just know this and just keep doing this and get up to like 25k net worth. And then, Ogre has that pipe already. He didn't have a pipe a couple minutes ago, like at all. So this Midas just working overtime for him.
Definitely, he's already sitting on 1.3k gold again in the bank. It looks like Juggernaut is going for the butterfly, as it seems. Did Bob pick up the Eagle Horn now? Eagle Song, sorry.
Yeah.
So that's extra damage, extra attack speed, extra armor. So he is actually forced to reckon with. They do spot out the Ogre. Oh, no, they did not spot the Ogre. But they did spot out the Day's Wards up there.
In fact, Ogre just stacking for himself there, just he's controlling that jungle on his own there right now.
It would be a shame if Vulcan Esports had to come and take those stacks.
Well, it looks like he has left it there, so I'm not sure what. Maybe it was unintentional. But
does have his Midas up and he's not using it, so not getting the full value out of Midas that he should. I think he's waiting for a full creep wave to try and get the multicast off.
Yeah. No, he pops it on the one creep. Unfortunately, it didn't multicast anyway, so it is all right. But yeah, well, it looks like they are grouping up potentially for this fight.
Yeah, they do have the Aegis, they do have the
Shaker is coming through. Yeah, they could potentially do this. They are running forward. They are just hitting the buildings. Are they going to commit the ulti though? It looks like they are just going to... The Omni Slash comes through and the damage is insane. But that was just a flash. That wasn't even the normal ulti. It looks like Sven does go down. The BKBs are popped. Are they going to potentially turn back into this? Sven does pop the BKB. The Omni Slash is coming out. It's doing so much damage. The Magnus goes down. Ogre goes down. And in fact, Sven is also looking like he's going to go down a second time. And that is not good for the side of Gears.
That is a Swift Slash expended on the spin, getting swapped in and removing the Aegis, and then he just Omni Slash into the team. And I mean, I don't know if you saw how fast that Omni Slash was because of that Mask of Madness. So
yeah, no, it was so quick.
It was intense.
I just don't know how they can deal with they just can't get the initiations.
No, they can't. And the thing is that Swift Slash did a lot of damage to that spin. I mean, that was just 3 quick hits.
Oh man, this line is having such a hard time against this Zeus. Does look like Magnus is going to buy back and they are just going to get out of here. Oh, dude, this game is super close.
I must say, Vulcan Esports doing very well to keep themselves inside the game, even though they're man down. I mean, that is twice that Vulcan Esports have fought into an Aegis. They just burn the Aegis so quickly and just take the team fights.
Yeah, well, I mean, all they can do is sit in base though, unfortunately. They can't really do much else because they can't fight outside of their base.
Yeah, Juggernaut sitting at level 27 has his Battle Fury, his Butterfly finished up now. So, probably going to, and he does get the stack. Nice, so that is a bit of extra gold going to him. I wonder if he's going to go for the Satanic next. I see he did disassemble his Morbid Mask. He's Mask of Madness, so probably opting to go for Satanic just to make himself a little bit more tankier, just to survive, even if he gets initiated on the stream. But I mean, so far they haven't actually gotten a chance to initiate on him.
Yeah.
And
I think the side of Gears need to potentially just pick up some armor reduction, whether it's an AC, Crimson, just anything to negate this damage from this Omni Slash.
Yeah, but we do see Magnus is going inverse. They are looking for pickups. They do spot out by Shipping, but the Zeus is close by. So
it should be a kill. The Lion does pop the ult. The RP comes through and they miss it.
Oh,
Blink was on time.
What a blink.
Oh man, but they do pick off one hero though, which is something, because they have been struggling to get those kills.
Oh, even though they are 18k ahead, they are also only
sitting just going to get Omni Slash. He pops the Sven stun, and it looks like he is going to go down anyway. But they could potentially go for war here if they want to.
Oh, Sven does have buyback. I do apologize.
Oh, yeah, they're back into the base again, turtling it up.
Well, the operator strong. There is no Sven, so they can fight this. I'd actually like to see a smoke coming from Vulcan Esports now and just go into the bush and see if they can't get any more pickups. Ogre is in the top lane. They are going to spot this out though, so might potentially think of it or decide to rather just keep on turtling because so far turtling has been working for them. So Zeus has Refresher Orb also finished now on top of the Ags. So that's double Nimbus, double ulti. So they dish out a lot of damage. And I mean, the BKBs, most of the cores on the side of Gears have BKBs, but the BKBs haven't really done anything in this game so far.
It's all about the initiation. They've just been not able to get the multiple RPs off.
Well, it is difficult to get off a multiple RP if there's only 4 heroes that you can stun. I mean, if there's 5, then
that is true.
You group up a lot better.
But they're doing a good job. Vulcan are splitting up. They're biding their time. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, then they are getting out farmed. But I think they're still not building for this physical damage. Which I think they might eventually build to. But how long? In fact, we do see the Magnus is going for the AC, which I think is going to help out a lot for their team.
No, and Lion is also going for a Scepter. He actually has the gold for his Scepter. He does possess buyback because it's rather going to save for the buyback, I presume. But I mean,
can we actually see a Basher coming out from the Earthshaker? Maybe just needing that Abyssal, which is potentially another good way for them to initiate.
I mean, Abyssal goes through spin on Juggernaut, though.
Yes.
So that is a lot of ways to initiate onto the Juggernaut. But because so far they haven't been able to catch out the Juggernaut. But the Magnus does scout out the Venge. They do know Mag is here. The Wave Terror goes on. He does use a Searchlight on Mash.
Jeez, this could be the fight that they're looking for. They get the stun onto the Juggernaut. The swap is there, so they get Juggernaut out. But Lion is potentially just going to go down here.
Yeah, and that is double Nimbus used just to pick up a Lion. So that is great. They do go for the Ogre on the top line. They do spot him out. Zeus is there. He does miss the first lightning bolt.
But do they want to keep chasing for this?
I don't think they want to.
I think they wisely back up. They've got RP. But it looks like they're still trying to force a fight here. Just hanging around in this area. It does look like the Magnus is going for MKB and not the AC anymore. So a little worrying there.
They did spot out that there's a butterfly on the Juggernaut. And the only problem is they haven't been...
I'm not sure if damage is their issue right now.
No, they haven't got an opportunity to actually get on top of the Juggernaut. Juggernaut's been playing very well, to stay out of their faces. So I'm not really sure what they're gonna do to deal with this Jug. Jug does have his Satanic finished up now, sitting with 5.7k gold in the bank. He's probably gonna opt to get himself a moonshot now and then just munch that. He does buy the Axe Blessing, so that does make room for another item.
Yeah.
So,
but we'll see what they decide to do here. I really wish they were still going for this AC. We do see the Abyssal being brought up. That does provide some damage block as well as some good control. So we'll see if that pays off at all for them.
no, and Earthshaker still does have buyback after he bought the Abyssal. I mean, we just saw him with the Basher 2 minutes ago. Now he has Abyssal finished up and he has the gold for buyback. So,
they're certainly farming. I mean, they still have a 20k gold lead, which is crazy right now.
But it doesn't look like they actually have the upper hand in this game.
Well, look, I mean, Zeus just doing so much work though as well, and the Juggernaut obviously. But that's why I kind of want to see these armor reduction stuff coming out from them. You know, they've got good AC carriers, some good Crimson carriers, and potentially even just maybe a Lotus Orb. Someone did mention in chat that they could reflect that Omni Slash.
You don't really reflect the Omni Slash. It still goes through. A Lotus Orb does not reflect the Omni Slash at all.
Does it not?
It does not, no.
Alright.
It can reflect a stun and a targetable spell, but it does not reflect the Omni Slash. Because Omni Slash isn't really a targetable spell, it's a targetable initiation, so you jump and attack, basically. So it's not a physical spell that you use. That's why also it goes right through Lincolns.
Alright, okay. So let's see what they decide to do. They do have Silver's Edge up on Magnus as well. Not sure if that is just to look for pickoffs or they want to try break something. There is technically 4 passives on the side of Vulcan, but none of them are particularly great passives to break.
Okay, well, the Blade Dance is actually, because it does provide 35% chance to crit almost double damage on the Juggernaut, and Juggernaut is sitting at 350 damage at the moment, so that is a 600-700 damage per slash that he does if it crits. So I mean, and that is what we've been seeing that brings down this Magnus so fast, especially that Swift Slash took away